Hello and welcome to another episode of the Cullingworth FC Creative Club Career Mode. I don't know why, but sometimes it likes to crash the game because this is the third time we've loaded it up. And hopefully it'll work. But I wouldn't bet on it. As we're loading up, we are, I just want to say as well, before we start anyway, I'm sorry for not having consistent uploads. It's just trying to find 2.5 hours, or 2 to 2.5 hours to try and do these episodes. Because it's work and there's other stuff I need to do. It's just hard to try and find 2.5 hours. So if it becomes more and more, like, upload difference between the episodes, I apologise. I'm trying to do the best I can. But it might not always be all the time, if that makes sense. The same with the experiment videos. I could probably do more of them, pop more of them out, but I don't know. I was starting to lose interest in the experiment one because we've done 5 or 6 seasons now, and I don't know how far I want to keep going with that. But we are going to be doing a career mode episode today. We've got 4 games as per usual. We're kicking off at home against Leyton Orient, which won't be easy, but we should be able to win that. We've got Fleetwood Town at home, which I'm hoping we'll win. We've got Derby away. I believe that is the Carabao Cup. That's going to be a challenge because they're not only in our league as well. Obviously, they are in our league in the same kind of capacity, but they're also probably promotion rivals. So they won't go easy on us here either, I don't think. And we'll finish off this episode away at Wimbledon for today, and then we'll kick off next episode at Sunderland, which should possibly now, well, it will be now a testing game. As you can see the table here, Derby and Sunderland way up there. Quite a few teams up with us. We're in third currently. Our defensive form's fallen a bit, but our attacking form is as fine as ever, which is always good. I love getting goals. I'd like to try and get a bit more defence sorted out, because Lishka had a really good episode a couple of episodes ago, and last episode he kind of collapsed a bit, but at the same time, the defending from me last episode wasn't brilliant either. Only undefeated team still in the league is Peterborough. They sit top, 2 points clear of us. I don't know when we come up against them, but that will be a big match. We'll kick off against Orient, who are 13th though. I mean, they could be good on their day. It generally just depends who's in their team. And then the relegations at the moment are Crewe, Northampton, Burton and Colchester. If you didn't see the last episode, we'll do a quick review of the results. They're all in this month, actually. That's quite handy. So a 3-2 win against Blackpool Open Proceedings, where I don't understand how it was a 3-2 win. It should have been a clean sheet for us. But both their goals were a bit janky, but they went in and they almost scared us. We then had a game against Charlton, who probably should have beaten us, and we managed to get a draw against them somehow, 3-3. The goals seem to be coming back to this series. And then Exeter, we thrashed 4-1, which realistically we should be doing anyway. They're probably a team that is a candidate to go back down. Right, the first time I've asked him. And then the Portsmouth one, 7-3. It was a very weird game, to be honest with you. Because from memory, I believe, they got an early red card, and we kind of just went ham. But they kind of came back at us. Like I said, the defensive performance last episode was very, very poor. We're needing a bit more defence if we're going to try and win this league. I mean, obviously, the initial target from the board, if you aren't aware, is win the league. But realistically, I want to just get promotion. If I can win the league, it would be a cherry on top. But promotion would be good. As you can see here, we've got a lot of injury problems as well. Ferretti's out. Mariah's is out. Alexandra's out. I didn't actually mean to click on Ferretti. Lees is gone, probably for good. Vidovic has got a broken toe. He suffered that last episode, I believe. So a few injuries occurring, but one good thing. I'll show you the email, but I'm not going to rush into it too quick. The one good thing that we're going to have, Raphael Alexandri will return from injury this episode. I don't think I'll play him in the first game. I think we're just going to try one more with the 4-4-2 formation. And then I think he should be match fit. Let me just take a gander here. Try and find Alexandre. Match fit in 4 days. So once he comes back from that, we will slot him back into that CDM role. Hopefully, it'll be like he never left. But realistically, it won't be that easy. He's had a bit of time out. I don't know how he'll adjust to coming back.
Thank you all for waiting. We'll be taking questions now.
Off with the press conference and maybe some fatigue after the win against Portsmouth, and we've got Leyton Orient fixture coming up. Are we going to rotate our squad? Probably. I will do a little bit of rotation. I might... I mean, I have to do some rotation. There's some players I would love to play but are injured. I may potentially put Alexandria on the bench. I've got good cover everywhere. I think we do. I would say we do. I mean, CDM's a little bit uncovered, if that makes sense. But if we have another problem with Alexandria, we can always switch to the 4-4-2 again. And even then, we've got some good CDMs coming through the Youth Academy, so we can always just switch them in once they turn 16. Problem being is, they're not 16 yet.
Apologies if you couldn't ask a question. Thank you very much.
But those are the answers that we are giving to our questions in this press conference, and we'll move on quite swiftly. I'm just going to take a little look at the Youth Academy. I believe at the end of the last episode we had a report. Can't remember exactly. Zolnarovic is the man who will be coming up as that CDM. I'll give him a deep line playmaker just so he gets more passing and dribbling, really, but he will be the CDM. We'll put him back on a defensive drill once he's done that. Some very good talents in here, though. I think there's another CDM, isn't there? Was there another CDM in here? I must have been thinking of something else then completely. There might be one on our squad, honestly. But it's looking quite good, looking quite trim. Is the Youth Academy squad. I don't want to have it too full. And I believe we have, from memory, one more report to come in before it resets. That will be October. Are we not in October? No, we're not. We're in September. So we'll get our last report on the 3rd of October, which will occur this episode, will it not? Just on the day of the Derby game, we'll get some more Youth Academy in, and then we'll have to remember to actually send them out again. I'm only doing 3-month terms rather than 9-month terms, because like I said, I don't want the Youth Academy too full. Before we do anything, we'll have to switch to the second sheet, and then we'll edit the squad in this menu here. Now, Arlo Bourne has stepped up to the plate once again due to problems with fullbacks. I'm going to give Isaac Brown a run out. I'm not going to give them both a run out together. I don't feel like giving Brown and Meshkov a chance like that yet. We may do that against Derby. Marin will come back in. Who else? I want to give Tabak a chance, mate. I think I will. I'll give him a run out on the bench. He'll probably have a featuring against Derby as well. Just trying to think who else. I think that's probably what we'll roll with. You know what? No, we'll put Alan Kane up top as well, ahead of Volchenkov. I know Volchenkov started to score a little bit towards the end of the last episode, but he's still not been at the level I expect of him just yet. I want to bring in Illich as well, but he could play against Derby perhaps. I want to kind of bring in all these players if I can, but... Well, maybe not Gerbisic, but all these players... Or Wilkins. Some of these are meant to be loaned out. I don't know how Wilkins has gone up on overall, to be quite honest. But obviously they haven't found the club in the summer transfer window, so... We may try and loan them out again in January. If they don't get anything in January, I may just release them or sell them on. In fact, some of them I might just sell on anyway. Some might not get to a level. It really depends on if we can actually get to the championship as to whether I move some on. So in this game, we'll have Lishka in goal. Bordenalo as the full-backs. DeAngelis and Gomez as the centre-backs. Loyola Tanzio and Marin as the wide midfielders. Jay Mason and Isaac Brown as the centre midfielders. We've got Mason just a tiny bit further forward so he gets that cam position. He can run up the pitch a little bit more than Brown. We've got Shuhu and Alan Kane up top as well. We're playing the 4-4-2 flat. They're playing the 5-2-3. Rat Roydwood Terrace. I'm not going to waste any more time. We'll get underway. I want to try and get the... well, this episode will be recorded Monday night. Won't be up till Tuesday, obviously. As the usual upload schedule usually is, I upload the day after I've recorded. But I'm sorry for not keeping up with uploads the past few days. Work was hectic last week because I was working on my own, and it's meant to be two people jobs I'm doing on my own. And the weekend I just fancied a bit of time away, so I just went away on the Saturday for a drive, and then the Sunday I just didn't want to do anything, so I didn't.
Hi everyone, it is an absolutely splendid day for football and we're looking forward to the game.
But
I'm Derek Ray.
I do want to get back in the rhythm of this.
Ready to provide all the technical and
Now, at the same time, it's
analysis.
not really showed as
Stuart
much
Robson.
interest as the Bradford City
Coming
one
up for you
was
very
this
shortly,
far
live
in.
action from League One. Stuart, what are you expecting?
I wonder if that's
We can
because
talk
I'm doing
about
these
coaches and
long
their methods, but
streams.
It's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out? Who will affect the game? And who will have
I was
the great
considering
desire?
going
It should be
to,
a cracking game, though.
One match per episode again.
Fact of the matter is that
I
home
don't
side lead
think
the
I
league
will.
in goals for. The best
I
attack
think I'll
in
probably
the
just
league
stick to
statistically.
doing it like
Well, the
this
movement
because
of the
I enjoy
front
doing it like
players is
this.
key. They're always
But
threatening the space
if
behind the
obviously
opposition.
if there's
And
enough
when
requests
the
for me to
ball
change
does
it,
go
I will.
wide, they work
It's
so
just
hard to find
I
that
don't
bit
feel
of
like as
room
much
away from
attention,
their
much
They've
or as
been
much
brilliant,
attention to
and
this
these
as there
fans have
is.
been treated to some great
I think in
football.
season 3 Bradford City career mode. That might just be a matter of opinion, but I feel like there was more viewing, more likes, dislikes, and all that, more just interaction. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a person who really cares about interaction. I'm not doing this for the money, I'm doing it for fun, I'm doing it for a hobby. But it's just, if there's actually, like, no interaction whatsoever, if it's like graveyard interaction, then I don't know if I should bother. With the Bradford City career mode, I at least got a few comments, a couple of likes here and there on each
This is how the
video, but
visitors will set up today.
Well, they're playing with a 5-2-3.
this
As we
one
can
so
see
far,
here,
it's not really taken off in the
somebody
same
has
way, and
to
I'm
step
wondering
in
if
to
it's
join
been doing the
those two
Creative
midfield
Club.
players. It could be one of the
5 at the
full-backs,
back,
or it could be
2
one
in
of
the field, and
centre
3 up
halves.
front
So
for Leighton
keep an eye
Orient.
out for that.
Clay's not a striker. Isn't Clay a centre mid? I'm pretty sure, is it Cipriano or Siriu? It's a striker. One of
And
them.
they kick off
I'm not
here.
sure if Clay is the striker. Well, I know Clay's not the striker. I'm just not sure why they place him up there. Maybe they'll move him around. I'm not really sure.
Looking confident with the ball at his feet.
Would try to go in early here. They're doing Nikolai Allo fullback run,
good
and
piece of
Nikolai Allo
defending to
managed
bring
to
it
take the
to
ball
an end.
off him. Brown to Mason. We're playing some fine
He's got the
football,
right idea with that pass.
fine passive football, and some fine football just in general in the league. But oh, he's read me like a book there.
And
Just
a
try to deliver it
throw-in
to someone else on the edge of the
forthcoming.
area. We'll get a throw in. But again, I don't want this to be too easy for me. I mean, it's the challenge. I like the challenge as it is at the moment.
Opportunity to
I'm
deliver
not winning
the cross.
every game, but if it gets too easy, I may have to actually whack up to legendary
Making
just
sure
for some
nothing
challenge. Although
untoward
legendary's a
happened.
pain. I don't think I'll ever maybe go fully up to legendary. I might just try and
Good
get
vision,
sliders
cutting
in as
it
best I
onto
can
this.
for as long as I can. I don't know where Arlo Bourne is. Try and get him to go across a little bit.
Cutting the ball back.
DeAndres is way out of
Able to
position.
close down the
Gomez is covered. And Gomez is covered again. That's very good by Albert Gomez. DeAndres had to cover for Arlo Bourne, which meant we had no centre back to partner Albert Gomez in that situation. But Gomez has done very well. Now we're playing it forward, but it's not quite fallen to Brown. We lose it again. I haven't really played FIFA since I've done the last experiment, and even then that was only a simulation video, so I guess I haven't really played any gameplay since the last career mode video, which was 5 days ago. It'll be 6 days ago by the time this is uploaded. So I need to try and get more into this. I do like doing the career mode, don't get me wrong. It's a fun fun concept and a fun thing to do with this Creative Club stuff. It's just at the same time, I just don't have time to do 2.5 hour streams all the time. So I'm wondering, again, I'm still considering maybe making them shorter, but I don't know.
Really good block.
Good defending by DeAngelis. I don't know why the ball in there was played by Smythe. He probably could have just taken a shot and potentially scored it. Lucica's not the best at his near
Well, there
post.
to intercept.
That wasn't for Mason. That was meant to go all the way out to Laura Latanzio.
That's how to
DeAngelis
block
has done
the
very
edge
well
of
there.
the
It's a heavy
opposing
touch from the
attack.
Leighton Orient player, but we'll get it away. We'll try and get a move on here. Alan King getting a little bit of league football. It's been a while since I used him,
Mason.
really. And probably Illich is above him in the pecking order. That's a clean tackle, apparently, from Sotirio, but move on. That wasn't for Shuhu, that was for
Is what's coming up here.
Latanzio. And Latanzio would have played it into the box. And then maybe Shuhu would have made connection, or Alan Kane would have made connection, but it's obviously gone to the wrong player, and it's a goal kick for Leighton Orient. Can't win the ball. Jay Mason.
away.
Now we can, because he's passed it more or less straight to me. I well noticed there in the starting lineup, Jay Mason's now 87 rated. Once we get to the Premier League, he's going to be
Crossing
ridiculous.
possibilities.
And even before we get to the Premier League, he's going to be 90 overall in the Championship. He'll be running the show.
Well, news of a goal in one of the other matches. Over to
He seems to have relished a step up from League 2 to League 1 so far. Great tackle from DeAndres, but it's bounced off the ball, and thankfully we get to keep possession there, even though bounces weren't really in our favour. Nikolai Allo wanted to go for one of his trademark runs, but didn't really get out of the blocks. And I've run way past the marker there. Good by Gomez again. DeAndres and Gomez have had a solid start to the game here. We've not really been the side I want us to be.
Brown.
I was hoping we'd be a bit more attacking, but you have to remember the duff out at the back, and that pass is going to go fucking wayward. I knew it was. Brilliant from Lishka. I don't know how that pass has gone so wayward, but it has. Brilliant save from Roman Lishka. Satiriou on the corner. I'm pretty sure he's their striker. I know it's not Clay. I don't know who it is, but I'm pretty sure it's Satiriou.
Oh, moving it nicely.
Brilliant block and another save from Lishka. A bit dramatic for the situation, I think, but straight at him this third time around. Well, second time around technically, the third time in that whole kind of encounter. I think what we need is a Nikolai trademark run. Try to get something going here. We've got no left back, so we've got plenty of space. Try and cut in. And again, Nikolai Allo. Oh, we did need the Nikolai Allo trademark run, but it's a very good save for Byrne. Could have been 1-0 at the opposite end, and now it's 1-0 at our end. I don't know if the keeper's going to stay off his line, but if he is, we can maybe try and ping this into the goal. He has gone back to his line. That was for Gomez, but the curses moved a little bit further than I wanted it to. It will fall to Alan Kane. Into Brown, up to Mason, who has got a bit of a problem here. I don't know if Marin's on side still. He is. Back post, straight away. And Leighton Orient will probably get it away here. I really think Satiriou's their striker, but we moved. We seem to do better away than at home this season. That's what the case has been so far this season, so I wouldn't be surprised if we let one in here. Despite the fact that we need to get the win streak at home, which I don't even know if we'll do, to be honest. It is 5 wins in a row at home, which for our club should probably be not a problem, but brilliant save from Roman Lishka again. It's a great ball over, to be fair. We didn't really deal with it too well, but Roman Lishka bailing us out again. He might be having one of his good days today. Shuhu's got the pace, but he doesn't have the support, and he'll have to play it off. Isaac Brown, great tackle. Can we get up to Laura Latanzio? We can. Back post, perhaps, towards Harry Kane. It's going to fall all the way to Marius Marin. Delivery again towards Shuhu. It's off target. It's hard to find a goal in this game so far. Just past, well, I wasn't just past the post, it wasn't even remotely near the post. Byrne. All the way to DeAngelis. Should be sorted. That was from Mason, but we'll let it run to Shuhu, I guess. Not really a choice I had there. Leighton Orient, I think, have been the better in terms of making their chances, but we're coming back into the game a little bit. We're going back in. Marin, Kane, Brown. Oh, I think it's... Has he got a block on it, or is it just a poor shot? It looked like I got the Leighton Orient player got a tackle in. And I thought the number thing and the arm thing was fixed, but maybe that's just for new saves. Oh, maybe it hasn't come out yet for Xbox. DeAndres has ended up on the floor. Very good.
Clay.
We'll look a bit too far forward. I'm looking forward to having Raphael Alexandre back. Bring him back into the Fleetwood game. Brilliant tackle by DeAngelis. Don't get me wrong, I love my defence, but sometimes it just needs that bit of CDM in it. And DeAngelis is... Or not DeAngelis. I mean, DeAngelis and Gomez are both solid, but Alexandre Very underrated player for this squad. And James Mason might finish it off just before half-time, and he does. That's very poor from the Leyton Orient goalkeeper, but that's a brilliant ball into Latanzio. And everyone was watching, I think it was Shuhu in the middle. James Mason unmarked at the far post, and he'll get us 1-0 up.
Well delivered cross this is, perfectly placed, and he does well to read the flight of the ball, to be fair. Almost just cushions it beyond the goalkeeper, and that seemed to catch him off guard. A really
It's poor from the goalkeeper, but it's good from James Mason, I guess. Latanzio's put a real... that has to be saved. That absolutely has to be saved. Luckily, it hasn't been, and James Mason continues his fine form. The official first team captain, first choice captain, but given that responsibility at the start of the season, and he's loved it every moment so far. And right on the stroke of half time, the whistle was about to go. It was the last kick of the half. James Mason gives us a slender lead at half time. I don't know if we deserve it really, but I'm happy for it. Close encounter though.
And they kick off here.
Not really much quality from either team, to be completely honest, but James Mason gets us a little bit of luck and puts us ahead. Looking around the stadiums, main one we're looking at is Peterborough, who are drawing to Burton. If they drop points at Burton, they've lost a big chance there to take a bit more advantage in the league title race. Looking at half-time stats, it's quite even. 57 to 43 in terms of possession in our favour. They've got 5 shots to our 4 and 1.7 expected goals to our 1.6. But we have the most telling stat on the leaderboard, and that is the goal itself. So if we could just try and see this out for the second half, I reckon we should be okay. I would like to get a second goal just to kind of wrap it up, but it doesn't feel like a second goal kind of game. It feels like I need to just fight for this, rather than I'm going to get something out of this. The big goal difference. James Mason. Oh, he got past one, but didn't get past the other. De Angelis been caught in possession here.
Difficult to stop him.
And it's going to be Gomez. He'll have to cover best he can. He's done very well there, Albert Gomez. Gives the rest of the defence time to get back as well. Arlo Bourne gets it clear. De Angelis just got caught in possession there. You don't see it a lot from the young Italian, but he did on that occasion. James Mason has a clear run through, more or less. I think the defender's actually going to come across and get him. It's not where I want the ball to go. Brown, and I think Marin was offside anyway, but it just didn't get through to him. Good interception. The defence seemed to be falling apart in terms of positioning.
James with it.
Arlo Bourne. Just try to keep him on his right hand side.
Real chance.
And we've just let them through. They deserve it. But that's awful defending from me. I've not even got an argument on that one. I tried to get Gomez across to potentially cover that run, but I just couldn't. And they've equalised.
Well, here's the goal again, and what a
And I
wonderful
can't
way
say it's
to pass
undeserved.
this is. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power.
It's awful
a really
defending from me,
emphatic
awful
finish,
positioning.
which
I
gives
was
the
too
keeper
focused
no
on what the
chance.
guy on the right was doing without focusing too much on the guy in the centre. I know he's not even their striker, but he scored a good finish there. I thought Gomez maybe would cut it out, but just couldn't get him across in time. I knew exactly what they were going to do. I just couldn't get the movement from the defence in time. And that's the issue there. And that's something that Raphael Alexandre maybe would have been able to kind of just cut out before it even got to that situation. I'm glad to have him back. Too long.
Alex Scott has the details.
I think it was the start of the season he got injured. He had to kind of adapt. Allo going a little cheeky Nikolai Allo run. He's won the ball back here. Game wants him to keep going in his run apparently. I've been fouled there, but the game hasn't registered the contact. I went to get back to Allo, but that's just awful from Latanzio, and I need to get Allo back really. The other problem is Nikolai Allo trademark runs is they just put him way out of position, and James Mason can't get there. I want to switch to Latanzio to try and get closer to that, but wasn't allowed. Despite the fact Chris LB to get to him.
30 minutes now.
Don't get me wrong, Orient haven't been bad at all. It's just,
that is really alert defending.
it's just one of those stressful games where you know you're just not going to get anything in your favour. It's been exactly that. We have to bring in a late Volchenkov here, substitution perhaps. Marin should still be on, he's not. We're just going to make some substitutions now. Marin's not been great at all either. If I've got Milosevic on the bench, I'll bring him on. Marin hasn't been his self on that side today. Caballero could inject a bit of pace, and he seems to be good off the bench at the moment, so we'll put him in as well. And then finally, Volchenkov for Kane.
Beyond the last defender.
Caballero seems to be a rocket buster off the bench, so, I mean, if we get a goal, chances are it'll come from Bruno Caballero, or Bruno Caballero will at least be involved in it. I wouldn't bet against that for all the money in the world.
And now both sides will make personnel switches.
Triple substitution for us, only a single substitution for Orient. I think they'd be happy with the point. We're really going for this. We need to get the 3 points here. Just try and keep pace with Peterborough and Luton. I believe those are the top two. I'm trying to remember who the second place was. I think it was Luton. Oh, it's...
Terrific save from the keeper.
Dodgy defending at best, but that's a stupid decision from the Leighton Orient player to take the shot on. He had someone in the middle. Granted, De Angelis was more or less covering that man. And Smythe took the shot on. Lishka annoyed at his defence again, and I don't blame him. I've been poor with my defence again. Drinking a bit of water because I can feel my voice going a little bit. So I could hear the bottle.
Corner kick played in.
Mason gets it clear. Not fully away though.
What a genuine
Good job off
opportunity,
the pitch.
but it was squandered. Goal kick.
It will be a goal kick.
We're focusing on him for a reason.
Yeah, midfielder. I don't know why they're playing him up front.
Yeah, he's been brilliant.
Unless they don't have a striker.
He's such a threat every time he gets the ball, and of course he scored a very good
But he's
goal.
been very good for them today as well. He's been making the runs through even though he's a centre mid. I mean, honestly, a draw is probably the right result, but at the same time, we're contending for the title. I don't want to try and... I don't really want to drop points if I don't have to, kind of thing. Milosevic may not have much else, but he's got a bit more pace than Marius Marin. He might have the delivery. To Shuhu, not quite. Wasn't awful. Caballero wins it back. Volchenkov might be an inspired substitution. Nope, it's tackled by Thompson. Keep the pressure on. We come to Mason. Not Jew. Who the fuck's Jew? Shuhu, I meant to say. I don't know. I was going to say Jay Mason, but... oh my god, I've been caught in possession. I've been pissing around with it too much and they've just caught me.
Paul Smith. Wood with it.
I need another Nikolai trademark run just to see this one out. It really has been a draw game, to be honest. It's not really been a game that we deserve. It's not really been a game that they deserve either. They've made the chances. You got finishing similar to us today. Milosevic may have this over Thompson. He's not going to get away from... Well, it was Thompson who was the centre back. He got away from the left back, but didn't get away from Thompson. I realised that touch was very heavy, but I thought I could maybe work something with it. Like I said, they might just play for the draw here, quite frankly. I wouldn't blame them. A draw's a good result for it in this one. Especially when they start in League 2 as well, like us, at the start of the career mode. Mason, Volchenkov, I've just done it a second too late, haven't I? I haven't. Oh, I thought I'd done it a second too late. I mean, that was a shot I would have done anyway. It's a very good save from Byron, but I thought I was offside. I wasn't. I don't think it would have changed the fact that that's a save, but maybe it would have changed the fact, or changed the amount of power I put in it. Play coming off for Smith now. Midfielders had a decent game at striker for whatever reason. I don't know what Leighton Orient manager is thinking. I don't know where Gomez is. I've locked on. I've gone to Shuhu with that. I couldn't find Gomez. I didn't even know if he was there. Olaborn better get this. Nikolai better get this.
On the scent of a winner late in this game.
Got tackled, but there's no real Orient players up for the attack because of being back for the corner. Nikolai trademark run. We need a big one from him now. They play it off to Milosevic. That's a smart manoeuvre. Unless the touch goes like that, that's not really much I can control on that one. Volchenko gets a foot in.
Thanks
He's
as
going to go
always,
for an
Alex.
orient throw. We need to try and find a winner here. I think Peterborough are winning their game. That's what the announcer just said.
5
Peterborough
minutes
2-0
left.
up against Burton Albion. I said Bournemouth for whatever reason. Bournemouth give me flashbacks in his career mode already. Good job by DeAndres. I mean, it was quite poor by Smith, actually. I don't think Kansas really need to do much. Jay Mason, we need a bit of magic from you now, my lad. Volchenkov making a run through the middle. He's too small to actually win this, I think. But you don't know if you don't try. It's going to be a point here, a piece, I think, unless they produce something, which they might. Arlo Bourne is way too slow. This is why we needed Marias and Ferretti in. Bourne probably won't be able to keep up with the pace of League One, which is why we needed Marias or Ferretti come back. Bourne's immediately dropped. I know he's a good player and everything, and a good servant for this club. Volchenkov's not going to get through with a pass like that, man. It's going to be a draw here. Disappointing. What's even more disappointing is the headset's just decided, let me just fucking ruin your day. Gomez, it's full time. The ref's not going to give us another chance. The headset's gone haywire. Brilliant.
Well, Derek, the draw is a fair result in the end because they never really looked in full control of the game.
Just to mention once again, if you're not aware, it's actually FIFA that has the audio problems on its end rather than me having them on my end. So even if I unplug my headset, the static wouldn't stop. I don't understand why it has to do this at all, genuinely, but I suppose making a proper, full-on, completed game for EA isn't really a priority. If there isn't bugs and issues, then is it really an EA game? Apologies if it is bothering your ears. If you've got sensitive ears like I do, then it'll probably annoy you more than other people. I would suggest either turn the volume down or just mute it for a little while. I don't really know what else to suggest. I can't do anything about it because it's in-game. Anyway, take a look at the match facts. 55 to 45 in terms of possession. 7 shots to 5 for them. 2.4 to 2.1 expected goals for them. I think if it was a winner that should have been today, it probably would have been Leyton Orient, but a draw, probably the right result. We weren't at our best by any means. Just like FIFA 22 is never at its best, so I guess we've got something in common there. Man of the match has been given to Jay Mason. A very good player in an otherwise kind of boring, dead game, to be honest with you. Jay Mason getting the only goal for us with an 8 rating. Roman Lischko with a 7 rating. What was his goalkeeping stats looking like? 83% save success rate. He was very good in our goal today, actually. And the one he let in, he couldn't do much about. It was poor defending. Nothing he could have done on it. Loro Tanzio as well, 7 with the assist. Nikolai Allo getting a decent rating for his trademark runs as well. As for them, it is Craig Clay, who played at striker, but is actually a midfielder. 7.9 and a goal for him, their best player. The assister was Cipriano maybe. I'm pretty sure it's Satiriu here, who's their actual striker. Or Smythe it might be. But Cipriano getting the assist and a 7 rating. Again, it was a very close game. Draw's probably the right result. I'm just trying not to let static bother me because there's nothing I can do about it. What did Peterborough do? I didn't check in time. I think they won though. Us dropping 2 points really lets other people get back into this.
We just wanted to ask you a couple of questions.
I want to ask you a couple of questions about your fucking game. Why does nothing work properly? I have to go with that because I do like the unbeaten run that we're on, but we were shit that game. I mean, you can never relax at this level. You can never relax at any level. I don't know what happened in front of goal for us. We just couldn't find the winner. Jay Mason, natural leader.
No more questions, thank you.
Right, I don't know where to proceed from here. Because the headset is a bit of an issue. My stream's just closed itself, so I don't even know what the quality's like now. That's useful. Right. It's still staticking. I apologise. I can't do much about it. Jensen Thorne. I think that was already agreed. He'll go to Aruka in the January transfer window. Thanks for listening to what I had to say. I really appreciate the chance to play while I'm in such good form. You weren't great, to be honest, but considering dropping your face next game, Marin wasn't really. I like using him more as a centre mid rather than a wide midfielder, to be honest, but we haven't been able to do that due to the injury to Raphael Alexandre. We'll just continue moving up to the next game. Drop down to 4th. People are now 4 points clear at the top. They don't seem like they're going to be stopped either. Couple of messages coming in here. We've got players in international duty. We'll have Marius Marin for Romania. Dalton Wilkins getting a call up for New Zealand. I don't even remember when he last played for us. And Luis Latanzio for Australia, which I could accept. He's been in decent form. And a Northern Irish international management offer. I appreciate it, but I'm going to decline it. The only reason I kept this on is because I just wanted to see which countries would come in for me. Raphael Alexandre coming in with a message. Hey boss, just wanted to let you know I'm 100% recovered from my injury. I'm hoping you might find room for me in the team today. I mean, yeah, I want him back. Quite frankly, I want him to return. But we shall see whether I actually feature him in the starting lineup, whether even as a sub. I am just gonna do something quickly. My friend is doing 5 icon pick openings, and he's wanting me to watch it. So I will. I don't really know. I guess I'll just talk. But anyway, was it Latanzio who? I try to remember. There was a message for Latanzio, wasn't there? Or am I tripping? Oh, it was the international duty. Marin and Latanzio we're going to miss big time, but Wilkins won't be a big problem. Have we got backup? We've got Milosevic on the right from Marin. And Latanzio's on the left. We don't really have a left midfielder. But Alexandre's back anyway, so we don't really need one. I'm just trying to think here. If we go back to this formation, obviously, we can have Alexandre back. He's a bit off the pace. His sharpness is going to be low. He's not going to be quite as good, but he'll get back into that role eventually. We'll play it back like this, like we initially did. For Marin in the centre mid, he'll be gone. We could either use Tabak Brown or Meshkov, which is fine. I mean, the fullback problem is still going to be a problem. But we'll keep these two on the bench. Where is Arlo Born? Where is Arlo Born? Have I just scrolled over it? Where is he? Oh, he's there, bottom left. Alright, so left back will be Born. Right back will be Allo. Obviously, we can't have injured players at the moment. It's so gutting as well, because I know Marias and Ferretti are going to be something. And the fact they got injured so early, kind of annoying. Bailey be on the bench. I'm just putting him in there for now so I can move Allo up and then swap these around. And Chinamir Susak can have a run out on the bench. Welch will be replaced by probably Illich. I feel like, I don't know if I want to say Illich has more to offer than Kane, because I want Kane to be successful. But I just don't know if it'll be here. What's Illich looking like? Can I compare them? Let me just compare them. Illich has more pace, more shooting, more passing, more dribbling, more defending, but less physical. 3-star, 3-star to a 4-star, 3-star. Similar in age. Illich is smaller. Alan Kane's actually 6 foot. I mean, they've both got the qualities. But, really, I don't know. I'm going to just check to make sure that the audio might have fixed itself. Potentially. Bear with me. I'm kind of stalling here because I'm watching my friend's icon picks. But I'm trying to stall too much that it gets boring. Has the audio fixed itself? It might have done. Give it a bit of time. But anyway, 4 points clear are Peterborough. Sunderland in second. Luton in third. Fourth are us. It's a close table. In terms of top scorers, we don't have anyone in the top 8. Although there's a couple we have on 6. Shuhu and Jay Mason both on 6. Which is weird, because I don't really feel like Shuhu's done anything this season yet. I feel like he's not been at the form he could be. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that. We've got any news stories we could just catch up on. Mason did get the goal in the last game. We take on Fleetwood. I didn't even notice that all the way back in August. Roman Lishka got August Player of the Month. I completely forgot to check. That's brilliant. I think that's the first time I've seen a goalkeeper actually get Player of the Month. He was very, very good as well, so you can't deny it. But anyway, we move on into the next game against Fleetwood Town. And it's going to be a return for Raphael Alexandre, as well as a return for this formation. Wait, Marion's still here. Is Latanzio still on the bench? When was it? I'm going to be honest with you. I shouldn't read the dates of the international duty stuff. But I just wait till the players go. 5th till the 11th. So they'll miss the final game of this one. If I'm not mistaken. My memory's awful. I'm just checking this over. Yeah, they'll miss Wimbledon. And I think they're actually going to miss Sunderland as well. It's the 5th till the 11th, isn't it? That's a big game to miss. But that'll be the start of next episode. They'll miss the... I've already forgotten what team it was. Well, they'll miss the last game of the episode today. Anyway, we're back at home once again to take on Fleetwood. Like I said, Raphael Alexandre will be making his return. We may make a couple of substitutions in terms of this. I'm going to actually put Latanzio back up at striker, see if you can make anything happen with Shuhu. Shuhu's now up to 90 pace. He really doesn't feel 90 pace, but he is. Jay Mason up to 85. Caballero there. Marin there. I'm actually going to put Meshkov in because I've not given Meshkov a run out for a little while. Brown got the run out last time. Marin will be on the bench because he'll be going away soon. I don't think I'll actually feature him in the Derby game. We will see. Also depends on... I don't really know what formation I'm going to play for the Derby game now Alexandre is back because I've got the 4-1-2-1-2. But this is what we're going to roll with for this one. We've got Lishka in goal, Bornalo as the fullbacks, DeAngelis and Gomez as the centre-backs, Alexandre making his triumphant return in CDM, Caballero and Meshkov, the centre-mid partnership, Jay Mason, the centre-attacking mid, and then up front we've got Shuhu and Laurel Tanzio. Shuhu's always a guaranteed starter, but for some reason he doesn't seem to be popping off as he usually does, and it's quite concerning. I think he's just one of those strikers who has a slow start and then finds his form halfway through the season, because that's what happened last season. They've got a 5-3-2. That can't be Mason Holgate, can it? Wasn't he like a young prospect at Everton? It might be a different Holgate completely, but he was a young prospect at Everton from memory. I know Rossiter's there because Rossiter, I thought he was a Liverpool prospect, but he's fallen down the pecking order. Jordan Rossiter. They've not got an awful squad by any means, but they've got a squad that I think we can beat. Then again, it's 5 at the back. So we'll have to just wait and see. I'll go into it though. Excuse me? Oh, fucking Vidovic, man. Well, we'll have to do it all again. One of the stupidest glitches in the world. Why can't you just sort this out in the actual match lobby? Who do we put on the bench? Brown. Cool. That was really hard. I'm so glad we had to waste time doing that. I maybe should have put Illich on the bench rather than Bailey, because it's more likely we're going to have to sub Bourne off rather than Allo. I'll just have to change Change the changes around again. That was only one change, luckily. But still a pain in the butt. Where is Illich? Illich will come in for Bailey. I think we'll, yeah. Most likely it's going to be Bourne that gets tired before. Aloe, what's his stamina? 70. Aloe's is 81. Yeah. The finished tank. But anyway, I've read the lineup. We know what we're going on to. Let's just go into it. Well, the audio issues, whatever they were, seem to fix themselves, which is good.
Cameras trained on one man.
It's something
He's back
in
from
game.
injury and raring to go. He
Don't know
starts.
quite
We're
what.
live on EA TV.
There's always something in game that fucks it up. Raphael Alexandre, unless something ridiculous happens in this episode, this episode will probably be called Raphael's Return. But it's entitled good because it's Raphael Alexandre and he's making his return. Can't explain itself, really.
And coming up for you very shortly, live action from League One.
You know, that water, so I'll just have to hold on for the remainder of the episode.
We talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these? But
Latanzio's done such a good job in the left mid role, and he's not been happy with it. That I think he deserves a chance up at striker to see if he can actually still operate there. He did get the assist last game though for Jay Mason. We've gone strong again, mainly because we're going to be rotating it for the Derby game in the Cup. I don't want to say I care too much about the Carabao Cup. I've just remembered it's not the Carabao Cup we're going to be going into. It's actually going to be the Papa John's Trophy that we will be going into next. We don't talk about the Carabao Cup from this season.
Introducing the visitors lineup today.
Well, when they
leave that in the rear view mirror.
It will be a back five, but when they win the ball back, the wing backs will push further forward to make it a.
It's Harrison Holgate, so it's not Mason Holgate at all. That's fine then. I was going to say if he's fallen off that quick. I don't know if Mason Holgate is still at Everton. I'm quite intrigued now, so I'm just going to check quickly before we start.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
He is still at Everton. So he wouldn't be at Fleetwood. Right. A win is a must. Dropping points against Leyton Orient. And Fleetwood, in my opinion, are probably worse than Leyton Orient. I mean, Fleetwood are kind of mainstays of League One. Orient quite at that level yet. They only got promoted, I think, season 1 from memory.
It is a decent looking attack here.
Trademark run. They nearly didn't know how to deal with it, and now we've got nobody in right back. Yeah, that's the problem with the trademark runs. And Alexandre will just have to try and get back into the swing of things, and he does immediately. What a tackle, Raphael Alexandre. He's pushing forward. Plays out to Caballero. I didn't realise we still had wingers, but Alexandre intercepts to Mason. Marin. The ball in. It's not going to be one. Caballero wins it back. Can he get it back? Keep it. Alexandre, yes. Caballero. Latanzio. Juhu. Oh, it was off balance. Fucking awful. I don't know what it is with him, but at the start of the season he seems to be bloody awful. He can set up goals, but he can't put them in. And in the second half of the season he just bangs them in like no tomorrow, which is what I'm really hoping for. I'm really hoping he gets that before the second half of the season, obviously. Raphael Alexandre back from injury, of course. Big headline news, that's an awful pass from Shuhu, mainly because it wasn't intended for Laura Latanzio. It was for Jay Mason.
Well, I should know all about lengthy injuries. I just hope he's worked hard enough while he's been out, because if he hasn't, he could...
I messed up. I've messed up big time. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck has happened with De Angelis, because I don't think I moved him there personally. And we're 1-0 down to Fleetwood. What the hell is going on?
Well, just look at how poor the defending is here. But I have to say,
I don't think I brought out DeAndre that far in the first place. I think that might be an AI-controlled DeAngelis running out position. It's a very good finish from Camps, the way he's controlled that and curled that in. But it's a pain in the arse because it's a game we need to win and we're 1-0 down. His second goal of the season as well from midfield. But he's put Fleetwood up. I don't know what's going on with the defending, man. I feel like I'm defending well and then suddenly either my player is just out of position or my goalkeeper just decides to have a meltdown. So far this episode, Lishka's been solid. The goals that have happened are ones that he can't save. But it's just, I don't know. I feel like either DeAndre or Gomez seems to be out of position and I don't think it's my doing.
And crossed in the direction of the back post.
Towards the back post, Alexandre heading it on to Laura Tanzio, who
Well, the outcome is a free kick here.
didn't fall for me. I think it was a handball from my player in the end. Frustrating start here at the Roydwood Terrace. A team we should be beating, we're 1-0 down to. Although I think it's headed that. It's going to come to Marin anyway, whether whoever's headed it. Shuhu. Oh, fuck off, man.
To shut them down.
I'm not mad at the pass, because I wanted it to go to Caballero. I'm mad at the fucking fact that Shuhu couldn't pass a kidney stone. Offside against Leighton Orient or Fleetwood, whoever we're playing against. Man, I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated at the point with Leighton Orient, and it's kind of affected me for this game against Fleetwood. We've only got one more league game this episode. We've got Derby and the Papa Johns. I don't really care about, but that's my last chance to get. The way we're fucking playing, we're not going to get promoted, are we? Caballero.
Moving the ball
Born.
nicely, trying to carve out the
There's a
equaliser.
Caballero. Mason, it's a foul. I'll have that back, mate. Yellow card as well for Jordan Rossiter. I was spamming RT and LT there just to make sure I got the free kick, because sometimes the advantage just doesn't decide that you're having it.
It's a poor challenge,
It's a fucking awful challenge. Potentially a red later on in the game, but Jay Mason here has got a chance to strike us back into this one. And if it's in a good distance, which it is, I will try and strike this. No, promises on scoring it. But Jay Mason is the man to do it, if there was a man to do it.
Well, the free kick fired too
Not enough
close
power on
to
it.
the
That's my
goalkeeper.
main weakness when it comes to free kicks. Lack of power. Shuhu.
Making excellent
He
progress
makes a space for
with the ball
himself.
in
It's
his
blocked.
feet. Able to
Thought I'd
get a
made space
body
enough
in
away from the
way.
defender. He got blocking really well, and my centre back's committed, but Arlo Bourne's covered.
Nicely cut out.
I may have to just switch back to the wide formation because I feel a bit more comfortable with that than I do with this now, to be honest with you.
Mason.
Oh, I should have passed that for Shuhu. I want to try and get some space to take it on myself, but Shuhu was definitely probably a pass there.
Throw-ins.
Caballero blocks. I'm fucking struggling, I don't mind telling you guys. I don't know what's going wrong, but it's not going right. Lutanzio could be played through here. That'd be a brilliant ball if it went in. But for some reason, the cunts decided to header it. "5'5" striker decided to go for a header rather than a shot with his boot. Struggles so far this episode. Cairns towards Rossiter. Caballero won't get it.
Well, there it is. The away side haven't had as much of the ball, but they've certainly shown an ability
Got a
to
lot of the ball,
counter-attack
but
when
not a
they
lot
win
to
it
do
back.
with it.
I expect more of the same. I think it's been a really good performance.
I used to be a
from them so
player
far.
who just went on the counter attack and tried to get goals as fast as I could. I'm now more of a possession player, and I don't know. I just feel like it's harder.
Mason. Who?
I've had a lot of the ball, but not done much with it. Like I
He has
said,
the measure of his man. Good defending
Got
in
to
the
figure
end,
out passing
and
to
did give a
Latanzio
version
there.
for now. So nearly at half-time, and the home side trailing.
Bourne wins
albeit
it.
not by
Caballero.
much. Stuart, your thoughts up to
Latanzio.
this point?
Mason.
Not had quite
Blocked again. Might fall for Shuhu. It's a brilliant save from Cairns.
Well, that's such
The
a good
reactions
save,
from the
isn't it?
Fleetwood
How did he
goalkeeper.
pick that one out? Well, can they draw level here? The
Probably thought
crowd
his defender
certainly
had
think
it. And Shuhu managed to get a shot off. Not a lot of room to actually get a shot off in a good direction, but it's still a really good reaction save. Oh, man. I feel like that's our first actual... I know we've had a few chances. I feel like that's the first one that could have potentially gone in.
He's driven in the corner.
That was for Gomez. How's it gone to Laura Latanzio? I don't know how it's done that. You saw the circle. Right. Deliver another one in. Very good tackle.
And the
That's what I would say if it wasn't a foul. I mean, I don't know how it's a foul. He's actually got the ball, I'm pretty sure, but I'll take the free kick. I don't think I'll be striking this one, personally. I mean, it could be interesting, but I think it'll just be a little ball in and hope.
Foiling them
Ah,
effectively.
couldn't trust it down, but couldn't get a shot off. Mason again.
This looks promising.
Caballero. Alexandre. Caballero. Fancy footwork from Alexandre. He's blocked again, man. Just piss
And
off out the
counter looks on
way.
here. Options available.
The counter is very much on here for Fleetwood.
Could
Bourne
be
trying to get
dangerous.
across. He's got no pace. I need Marias or
Now he must
Ferretti
make
back.
the cross.
Bourne just isn't good enough for this level. I'm sorry. I do like him a lot.
Cuts
He's
it
just not
back.
good enough for this level. I do respect the fact that he managed to come in and help us in League 2. Gets that title in that left back spot. But he's just not good enough for League 1. And I hate to say it, but it's true.
Couldn't hang on to
I
it.
thought maybe Latanzio would make more of a wide run there around the defender. And then I just couldn't get out. Couldn't get off from Nikolai Allo.
But nothing
Ganjas
comes
good
of it.
tackle.
Good defending it was.
Caballero.
Well, taking
Mason.
into account all the stoppages.
Needs to
3
be one of these
minutes to
games
be
where I
added
don't
on.
get anything. Really feeling like it. I don't know why it's gone to... It switched me to Allo there. I didn't want to be Allo. I want to be Marin. Brilliant save from Roman Lishker. It's near post.
Well, able to survive that attacking
Might get one
push.
more chance for the half ends, but
Tackling
not
and winning the ball to
honest like
boot.
glue, man.
And he's made headway. And there it is.
It's just... It's actually a little shit, this game. I've gone as... it's put me on the centre-back game. I quite frankly didn't want to be controlling the centre-back. I think it was De Angelis again, and I'm not blaming De Angelis for this one because I want to be Allo. I want to keep De Angelis in his position.
Well, as you can see, he gave the keeper no chance there. He looked so
For some reason,
confident, didn't
it
he?
switched me to De Angelis. He's run forward that position. I think it was actually Gomez rather than De Angelis, but it switched me to Gomez. He's run out of position. I wanted to be Allo. I can't do anything with Lishka. It's a fucking pain in the arse sometimes. The player switching in this game is just a different level of delayed and awful. I don't understand what they've done with the player switching, but it just doesn't feel like it's ever going to be the right player that you're
And so
controlling
it
with
is,
2-0
the
down.
first half story has been written.
We're not the Cullingworth that we need to be if we're going to get promoted here.
Well, quite simply, he hasn't been able to make his mark.
The way
in
we're
attack
playing, we
in
might
this
not even
game,
fucking make
Stuart.
playoffs.
Yeah, he's struggled to get on the ball in dangerous areas. You can argue the service hasn't
Jay
been good
Mason
enough,
has not
but I
been
don't
good
think
today.
his movement has been
I've tried to give him
dynamic as it
a
normally
chance
is.
to
He
create
certainly
something, but
needs
he's
to
just not been able
improve
to do it. I'm quite frustrated with the whole team, to be honest. Centre-backs in particular, because even though I'm not wanting to control them, their actions still are quite dumb. Take a look at some of the top teams. Peterborough drawing, we're losing. We might fall out the automatic promotion hunt at this rate. We've been awful. We've been genuinely awful. Is what I would say if we'd actually been awful. We've fucking dominated. The main thing that's letting us down is our shot accuracy. But all the stats are in our favour. And we're 2-0 down. There might be something we can do in the second half to change things, but I don't know. 61 to 39 in terms of possession, 7 shots to 4 and 2.7 expected goals to 1. It's not been great, truth be told. I think they made a half-time substitution, Webster for Song Siwoo. Quite interesting because they just scored with Song Siwoo. Wasn't Webster the one I loaned out to them?
Well, he stopped them just when they looked menacing.
I need to get a goal straight off the first half here, which is not going to happen if the pass is fucking played like wank.
Well, Luton
First he scores past me, I might just accept defeat. He's nowhere near the complete striker. He's nowhere near a striker for League One. I'm going to be truthful, I thought Fleetwood were in League 2 and they got relegated. I just can't be arsed. Who's playing the fucker on side there? I think it's DeAngelis. Oh, my head's gone. My head's fully gone from this episode already. Don't want to play them the last 2 matches. But I will do. Sometimes you just get good days, sometimes you just get bad days. We do deserve a lead here, or we deserve something from this game here. Meanwhile, the Leyton Orient one, I can't argue the fact that it was a draw, because it probably should have been. Tanzio's not got the physicality, and Shuhu doesn't have the passing skill. I think he was one of the top assist makers last season, but he's gone to the fucking bin with that. Player switching so fucking delayed, I want to get Arlo Born across a lot faster. DeAngelis is out of fucking position again. Where is my left back? Arlo Born is just not good enough for this league. I'm saying it now. He's not. I need Ferretti or Marias back before we get any good sustained run of form. We've not been bad by any means. It's just this episode seems to have gone off a cliff. Tanzio, I can't turn back with him when I wanted to. I don't think there's actual physical foul on Latanzio. I think it's bounced as a handball off the Fleetwood player. Jay Mason really has to put this in if he's going to strike it this time. There's no room for error. It's slightly closer than the first one. It's only 22 yards, I believe. It still needs to go in. That's a brilliant save from Cairns. It's the power thing again, but I think if I put any more power on it, probably wouldn't have gone on target.
The fans are certainly hoping so.
It's a very good free kick, actually. There's nothing I could do much more than that, and Cairns has pulled that wonderful save. Fleetwood's goalkeeper deserves this, if no one else. He's been very good for them today. Mason's calling the option short of Tanzio to come short, thankfully, because he's 5'5". That's not really going to be much difference to the players in the box. Caballero been tackled. Oh my fucking days, man! I don't know what's going wrong, but it's really not happening for us. Alexandre is, I mean, obviously he's not been at his best. I'm not expecting him at his best from his first game back.
Magnificent defending.
He's definitely not been the worst player on the pitch by any means. That one might actually have to go to Shuhu with his fucking awful passing.
In one of the other venues, a goal there. Alex Scott with the news.
Jay Mason. Into Shuhu. Can we get something here? The pass is too bloody heavy again. No, it really just feels like one of those games where we're getting fucking nothing.
Well, sincere apologies.
Gomez isn't going to win that, is he?
No,
I think so somehow.
just when she was in full flow. Just to confirm, Peterborough did score in that game, and their lead stands at 1-0.
Allo needs to get back and recover here, and I thought he had, but the guy just took a shot on anyway. He didn't give a fuck. We're going to make a couple of substitutions here. The first one being our young Chinese striker, who was player of the season last season without a shadow of a doubt, but he just doesn't seem to hit the heights. We're going to bring on Illich, which might be a bad idea. I think it is, because I'm actually going to change my mind and put Volchenkov on. I need someone to go into cam, really. Mason's not been at it today, but I don't have a cam backup because Vidovic is injured and I didn't put another one on the bench. Let's change formation, I suppose, but I'll give Mason the 90 minutes because he's going to be sitting out the next game anyway.
Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, the clearance.
It's just been very fucking awful from us. It nearly was 3. I think it's deflected off one of our players for a corner. And McMillan almost had his third, or the third. It might have actually come off a Fleetwood player, I can't tell. It's come off Marin's arm. If penalties were on for handballs, that would have been a penalty. That would only cause more chaos, which is why I haven't done that. It's getting less and less likely that we're going to come back into this one, to be honest. I don't know if I started Meshkov, because if I did, he's been more or less invisible.
Who can they pick out?
And if I didn't, then that was one of the changes I forgot to make because of the whole
Well, nothing
Vidovic thing,
untoward
where I
happened.
can't change it in the match lobby. Latanzio might be able to get a counter going here. They're already back. They're already back. Look at that. How can I counter a team that's already back? I've pressed A. I have pressed A. I've been fouled. And then Latanzio couldn't regain his balance and then pass it, apparently.
It might be a goal.
Oh, just fuck off. Just fuck off. There is no way that goes in. Unless the game is literally scripting its way to a conclusion here. Bring on Tabak, it doesn't really fucking matter. Give some of these players, some young players, some time. Marin's been awful again. Wonder if he's reached his limit at this club. It is in. I don't need to see whether it's in or not. It's just stupid that it's actually gone in that angle. I'm fully aware that it's gone in. It always does that and then it bounces over the line. Yeah. It is a goal. I'm not debating the fact that it's a goal. I can accept that it's a goal. I'm just debating the fact that it's gone in from that fucking angle. Daniel Batty just come on. That's his 4th goal of the season. He's literally just come on as a sub. I'll bring on Tabak, but I don't think it'll make really any difference. We're playing like shit, and then we're going to take an L here. It's going to be our first L for a long time. I didn't think it would come against Fleetwood, but if we're playing like this when it comes to Sunderland, we haven't got a hope in hell.
Mason.
Sunderland are going to be one of the problem teams that we have to try and face. They're really defensive. Look at this, man.
Really good attacking play.
Hundreds of defensive players here. Caballero trying to nick it to Mason. It's not going to fall. Bourne, not going to fall for him either. I think we may just need some good old Nicolau. No, I'm joking. It's too late for those now.
Daniel Batty.
Gomez, I didn't ask you to commit fucking to the other side of the pitch, mate, did I? DeAndres, I'm pushing him up a little bit here. I just want to create something, get something going here. I don't know what, really. I'm not sure what I'm expecting at this point.
Well, this is certainly a performance.
We've been fucking shit and quite frankly deserve to get beaten.
How many times have they been opened up during this game? They have to defend better than this. It's been a dismal display.
It's not even our chances though. Their keeper's been very good as well.
Plays it back. Can he put it away? He's blocked it.
Tabak's blocked by Hill. It's just going to be one of those. Might as well put fucking Illich on the camera.
Well,
It doesn't really matter. It's over as it is. We've lost. Illich to deliver. I probably should have left Mason off this corner really, because that's what's going to happen if you don't leave Mason on for the corner. Tabak, Alexandre might as well try and get a goal in his return. No, they've been very good. The Fleetwood defence have been brilliant today, and the goalkeeper, even if I've got through them, which I have on a couple of occasions, the goalkeeper's just backed them up brilliantly as well. It's just one of those games where I can't get a foothold on it.
Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Able to deal with the threat.
John just flicks it away. I don't know if it's going to fall to my player. I don't think it will, because it feels like one of those games where it just won't do anything for me. Ishka saves it, his near post. Half expect that to go in. Allo puts the header away. Tabak to Alexandre. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't expecting the Alexandre to do his brilliance on his first game back, but he's not been the worst player on the pitch by a long shot. A lot of candidates been worse today. It's been a poor performance all around, quite frankly.
And Batty on the ball.
We seem to be all over the joint. We always seem to be controlling the wrong player in the wrong situations, which is fun as well. All the Bourne's done well there. And been hacked for the back up by Halliday. It's not good. I bet if that's a broken toe, I'm throwing hands, because I don't have any more fullbacks.
And it's yellow.
Yeah, it's clumsy and it's late. Definitely a yellow card.
Only a yellow for Halliday. It's not going to make a difference whether it's a yellow or red at this point in terms of the result, because we've fucking been beaten quite soundly and quite deservedly. It's our first loss in goodness knows how long. It's our third loss of the season entirely. An injury to Arlo Bourne, who is probably one of the most important players at the moment because of how many left backs and right backs we've got injured already. I don't really fancy starting Illich in the league. A left back. But I think it might actually come to that. Or Dalton Wilkins, but he's away in international duty anyway, so I can't do that. We'll try and get back one back through Illich, perhaps.
Hitting it with the accuracy.
I don't know why it's let that run for so long, because I shot that way earlier. It's a fucking dismal day for us, and that kind of just sums it up. Game's more or less a write-off. It's a very good win for Fleetwood, I'll give them that. And it's not like it's undeserved, they've really deserved it. Lishka's been not great. Defence has been awful. My controller's down, quite frankly.
And that is the end of the game. It goes into the
We've been beaten by a better team on the day.
Well,
We've had our chances, but their defence and their goalkeeper were brilliant.
In almost every department, the coach has got a lot of work to do before the next game.
Webster gets the win over us. He didn't do anything for them, but I don't know why he's celebrating like that, because he's our player at the end of the day. If you're going to start celebrating like that for a different club, you can just piss off.
And his team won. What more could
I'm
you
pretty
ask
sure that's
for?
Lance Webster. I'm not 100%. Camps, Song, Siwoo and Batty getting the goals for Fleetwood and a 3-0 win for them. I did not expect that. I didn't expect Fleetwood to play so well. But their defence was strong as fuck. The goalkeeper saved whatever we had to throw at him. And their attackers were just better than ours. I mean, the stats show that we maybe deserved a bit more from the game, but I don't know. Shot accuracy leaves a lot to be desired. 57% to 43% possession, 11 shots to 9, 3.5 expected goals to 2. I mean, on a different day, I'd argue that we deserved to be drawing that match, but it just felt like one of those games where everything was sluggish, everyone felt sluggish, and we just didn't deserve to get anything from it, whatever we did. Man of the match for us, if you could pick one, was Jay Mason, and that fucking says volumes, because he was rubbish. I mean, you can't really pick a man of the match, because they were all rubbish. Alexandre up there as well in his return. He's second best, and he's just come back from injury. That kind of says how bad we were. How was Roman Lishka's goalkeeping performance today? Saves 3, shots conceded 3, shots on target 6. I meant to say goals conceded 3. Poor from him. You usually expect something good from him now. Callum Camp's man of the match for Fleetwood, then a goal and a 7.9 for him. 7.3 for Song Siwoo, or Siwoo Song, whichever way you want to say it around. Goal for him as well. Batty with a 7 and a goal. Garner with an assist and a 7. Matet with an assist and a 7. Where did the other assist come from? Webster. It was actually Connor Webster, not Lance Webster. It's Lance Welch, I believe it is. Connor Webster is our player, and he came on to assist a goal, so fair play to him. I don't know if he'll actually be our player for much longer if he's celebrating like that against us. How did Peterborough do? They won, of course they did. We're falling behind the pack here. We're making it harder for ourselves than we need to. We've got the quality in the
Can you
team.
chat to
It's
us for a
just the
second about the
results.
match?
And just sometimes it just feels like I'm playing with sometimes it feels like I'm playing on a team that's got a lot of speed and a lot of agility about it. And then sometimes I've got a team that just feels so sluggish that they've all got Harry Maguire's kind of level of pace. It's ridiculous. He's getting back to his best. To be on his way. He wasn't great today, but we'll give him another run out for the last game of the episode, which will be in the league. We'll give him a break, I believe, for the Derby game. Usually I wouldn't give him a break for a Derby game, but it is the Derby game that is in the Papa John's Trophy. Wasn't a way for it to end. I am very unhappy about it, and I'm sorry it takes the squad morale down, but quite frankly, the squad morale should be down. That was fucking shit. They were just a better team. Their defence was very good. They were just better than some of the day. I can't say we couldn't get enough of the ball, because I remember a time where I used to be able to struggle with possession, but now I'm always the one in control of possession. I always have more possession than the other team. I always have more, well, I usually have more chances than the other team. In that case, I think they had more shots on target than us. Some more updates from Youth Academy. How are we looking? Zolderovic still 15, and everyone's still more or less the same. Potentials are rounding out on some players now. Nystrom may not be as good as I initially thought. Possibly a loan for him when he comes up. Jackson Carr, not really. If we do need another fullback, then we could bring up Abram Volchenkov at short notice, except we can't because he's 15. bruv. I hope we get the youth scout report before the Derby game. I forgot. Quite frankly, it's not I forgot, it's I don't care about your contract. We will get the Youth Academy reports first. So if we do need a fullback, I don't think Bourne's got an injury because I haven't got any message through. So from the English scout report from David Pearson, we've got Jaden Hale, who is not going to be good enough. Jonathan Guy, who won't be up there either. Jasper Dean is an instant reject. And Bradley Wills, who is also not going to be coming in. A great English report. Now, looking at, I believe, a Swedish report here from Anton Nyberg. Holmgren probably won't come in. I know he's values 200k, and I said if he was 200k or over, I'd probably bring him in, but his overall is just too low, quite frankly. Mats Magnuson doesn't have the potential. Kalle Dahlberg, I just don't feel like bringing him in. Like, some I just won't, like, I'll kind of just think about it and then decide, nah. Nikolai Nordstrom, we don't need another goalkeeper, and Michael Lindstrom, I say no to as well. I'm being quite cutthroat, like I said, with the Youth Academy, but some of these players just wouldn't cut the mustard. Leonti Galukin, not like Timur. Timur might have a chance. Ilya Volchenkov, we're getting a lot of the same names here. That's the only annoying thing. Yevgeny Kononov, awful. And Abram Pavlov, probably the only half-decent one from that report. A very disappointing scout report to end that particular 3 months of scouting. We will take him out to different countries in a second. I just want to take a look at Pavlov. He'll be a striker / centre forward, and I can't really doubt that looking at his stats. He might be better as a winger, maybe. Just going to go a quick development plan for him. I wonder if he will improve as a left mid. I think left mid might be his spot. If not, then we can always just try and train his shooting up. But I think he'd probably be better as a left mid. We'll try him out. If he doesn't suit, then we'll put him back to striker. Everyone else is just the same. So I'm just going to save over here so I don't lose any progress. There's a couple of admin things I need to do before the Derby game. There's obviously the search for new youth players. I'm not going to send them to the home countries for once, because I quite frankly am sick of seeing the same Russian names. No offense to Russians, it's just an offense to the EA kind of system. He will stay in Eastern Europe though. He will go to, where should we send him? Poland. We'll see if we can find the next Robert Lewandowski. He'll go for 3 months. And I want a defensive minded because we need some fullbacks coming in. He's going to be the only one defensive minded. Everyone else will be any. Anton Nyberg's been to Sweden. Now we'll see if we can find the next Erling Haaland. Send him to Norway. Right next door, and we will go. It'll go attacker. See if we can get the next Erling Haaland. And then I'm not saying it would be any, but David Pearson could be the any, and he will go to America. He'll actually go to Canada. I don't know how Canada's more or less expensive than Norway, but we don't question things around here. We just let them get on with it. So those are all being set up decent for the next 3 months. I have to remember on the 3rd of January that'll have to be renewed. There's some good free agents there, but I don't want to go overboard on them. I just saw them on a little shortlist bit there. Dalton Wilkins, he was on a contract, wasn't he? Have I gone past him? Well, let me tell you, I'm checking that out. He submitted a transfer request, which is fine because I don't want him here anyway. Players not open to reduce contract terms because he submitted a request to move away from the club. So you want a better contract. Not only that, but you're happy with your current contract. And you're asking for more money. I think it's just a glitch in the system. I hope that doesn't ruin my perfect manager rating that I still somehow have. I'm not sure how. But if we get a win here over Derby, we've got a very good chance of going through to the next round of the Papa John's Trophy. At the same time, I don't think we'll beat Derby because our performance so far this episode has been awful. Before we do go into the game, actually, I just want to take a quick look at the league table, see if we've fallen out of playoffs, which I won't be surprised if we have. My guess is we'll be 6th. We'll just be on the edge. But it's not great. Fifth. Fifth on goal difference. Peterborough just getting further and further away. They're looking undefeatable. 7 points clear. It might be that the league title will be out of our grasp. We can still get promoted automatically or potentially for the playoffs if we have to. But again, there's still a long way to go. We might be able to overturn that deficit as well. I don't know. So for Derby, I think I might actually go with this formation. Because I won't be starting Alexandre. I feel like the width was better. Marin could go back out here. I know I said I wouldn't start him. Actually, no, I won't start him. Chedemir could come in for Gomez. Brown for Mason. Caballero on the bench. Marin won't be playing. Meshkov will. Tabak actually will be playing over Meshkov because I said I'd give Tabak a game. Meshkov will sit on the bench instead of Caballero. I'm keeping Mason on the bench just in case we need some miracle. Ilic will start up front with Volchenkov. And I think that'll be it. Can't really do much with the fullbacks. In fact, no, I will give I'll give Luca Bailey a run out. Because he actually could be something. But last time I tried him, he was shocking. So something to prove here. Anyone else need to come in? I think everyone else is where they should be, really. And I think that's what we're going to roll with. I don't know why. No. Hold on a minute. It won't be Chedemir or Susak with the captaincy. I just want that clear. It's just who do I give it to? I think it has to be Roman Lishka, doesn't it? Either him or Arlo Born, but I think it's going to be Roman Lishka. So at the Stade Municipal, obviously that's not the Derby Stadium. We'll get a Derby. I think it's Pride Park, isn't it, from memory? I'll check that for accuracy. We're going to be coming up against Wayne Rooney and his club. We've got Ruse in goal. Buchanan, I don't know, I'm reading their team. It's a 4-2-3-1. I don't know why I started reading their team. I'm tired, honestly. Lishka in goal as the captain. Bourne and Bailey as the fullbacks. Danilis and Susak as the centre-backs. Laura Latanzio and Milosevic as the wide midfielders. Brown and Tabak as the centre midfielders. And Ilic and Volchenkov up front. I believe it's Pride Park. We'll go into it anyway. They look like they're going for quite a strong squad, which means they want to win here. If they do win here, they'll probably go through. But obviously, if we win here, we've got a very good chance. I just need to not lose to Charlton. Usually in real life, obviously in the Papa John's Trophy, there'll be 4 teams in each group. Of course, in FIFA there's only 3. And that is because one of the teams is usually a Premier League side's under 21s. You can't do that on the game because sometimes Premier League sides use their under 21s.
And it's live here on EA TV.
It's Pride Park. It might be a bit crackly here with the audio, it might mess up a little bit, but I'm just going to be closing my window. It's quite cold in my room. So if you hear a lot of moving about or crackling, I apologise. Quite cold, so I'm closing my window over.
What we've got coming up for you is group stage action from the Cup. How's it going to go, Stuart?
Well, Derek, they come here in good form. If they can put in another solid
I love the
performance
height
today,
difference between Roman
it should
Lishka and Luca
guarantee their
Bailey, man.
qualification to the knockout stages.
But the best one is between Lishka and Latanzio. Volchenkov, 3 goals in his last 3 matches, and that's quite funny because he scored the hat-trick against Portsmouth and hasn't been featured in the last 2 games.
He looks a real threat whenever he gets
And there might be a
the
reason
ball,
why
and
we're
I'm
losing.
sure he'll add to that tally today.
But I did bring him on and he still didn't do anything, so I don't know. A break from league action anyway. We might be able to take on Derby here and beat them, but they are using their main team. Or a lot of players in their main team anyway. They might give some a rest because of the league schedule. We've got a game in like 4 or 5 days, which is why we've rotated a little bit. And they haven't done the same for whatever reason.
Well,
Far be it from me though to question Wayne Rooney.
If they can get on the ball and dictate the play, protect the 2 centre-backs, it will then allow the attacking players to show their creative quality.
They are going very strong. That's quite surprising. I mean, we've not gone exactly weak. We've got a couple of first-teamers and big names in there, and we've also got Jay Mason on the bench should it go to absolute dog water. But at the same time, we're not going all out for it either. We're going for the wide formation, like I said, because Alexandria's resting, and now we have the players to be able to do that. We should be okay. So kicking off here at Pride Park, for the third game of the episode. Not a brilliant performance so far from the Cullingworth players. A draw against Leyton Orient and a loss against Fleetwood. Where the hell is Fleetwood, if you've heard the song? I mean, I know where it is personally, but I will get one early here. I fucking just dribbled the wrong way. If we can get an early goal and try and hold on, perhaps. I tried that strategy against Leyton Orient and we drew, so... Bailey, mate, you can't afford to be awful here. I will bring in Kovacic back on back from his loan. He'll be the backup.
It might be on for them. Teammate and support.
Great block by Luca Bailey. Brown popping off a shot, and it's a strong start from Derby. Luca Bailey putting life on the line for the team there, and that's what you love to see. Those young right backs.
So the corner played into the box.
Vlatko Ilic. Handball against the Derby player, but we're going to get to play on, except I wish we called it back because Ilic can't pass. It's a brilliant bit of play, but it's behind the man who was in the box, and I've just not been given the blessing here.
And they will be awarded a free kick.
Offside. We're under the cost already, 8 minutes in, and Derby have had two very good chances to take the lead. It's not been a very good episode today, truth be told. Can't remember who we're playing in the last game of the episode, but I hope we can get a win there, kind of just to balance it out. I don't know what the result will be here. It's one of those where I don't really care too much about goal difference, so it could be like 5-3 or whatever you want it to be. Stupid table is this, because obviously you can't do the table because there's only 3 teams in it. Put our names twice with 0 points and 23 points.
He's in here.
Apparently we just need 3 points and we're through it, so if we beat Derby, which is not looking likely, we go through it. And then obviously the other team in the group is Charlton, who we've already drawn to this season. We've not really been drawn well in the Papa Johns, but at the same time, not really a trophy I fully care about, but at the same time, it might be my last chance to win it. Milosevic, you have to dive to keep that in, mate. You can't just... Where are you going? I want to mark with you. Bro, I don't understand that. They just wander off. I'm trying to change the direction of them so I can go mark with them, and they just wander off.
Chance to play it in.
Not inspired performances so far today, and it's going to continue.
Are they going to forge ahead?
Right, so realistically, if I want to have a De Angelis, why isn't the game letting me be De Angelis? It's off the post from the first Derby shot, and then Lishka saving it. It was more or less thundered right at him, but the save still had to be made. We are not going to beat Derby if we can't get out of our own half. Wayne Rooney's really on for it here. He wants his Papa John's trophy.
Who's going to get on the end of it? Still not
I don't know if he's still in charge at this point, but for record's sake, we'll just say he is. It's wide from Buchanan. We've not been able to get our own half the first 19 or 20 minutes, to be honest with you. Once we do, we might get a bit more, but currently, not looking good. Lishka to Susak.
Here's
Bailey.
Bailey.
Bailey. We just need to try and not give possession away too easily. But at the same time, I do need options to play it to. I'm not a magician. Volchenkov doesn't have a lot of physicality, so he won't be able to bully anyone off it. Roman Lishka's really keeping us in this for now. It should be 2 or 3-0 to Derby, quite frankly. Lawrence.
And there's the delivery. Well, they haven't
The
overcome
headed away,
all
I
the
think.
difficulties.
I lied.
Nearly had it on the
Raphael
target.
Morrison
Well, it's
just
a good
putting it
ball in,
over.
begging for someone to get on the end of it. Just unable to control the header in the end.
I don't know how we're not down a goal or two here. Right, come on. We just need one goal and then ultra defensive.
Throw-ins given.
Throw into us. Ebaselli tackling Latanzio, who again, there's another one that doesn't have a lot of physicality. Brown, I don't know what the ball's doing because it's not really the touch I wanted to make with that. Bourne, Volchenkov, it wasn't who it was aimed for, but it could work out. Milosevic making the run through, but they read it, and it was quite obvious what I was going to do, so I'm not surprised they read it. Tabak has the ball control of a 3-year-old footballer.
Promising looking attack. But ultimately,
Isn't that they've more or less started the main team?
needs to tread carefully.
Emir Susak's struggling, but it's going to go for the goal kick anyway. I don't understand why they're starting their whole team. The Rams go marching in. They're marching into our fucking box over and over again. And Derby know it. And Laura Tanzio once again out physicaled.
It did look on for them, but not to be.
Have a half dead dog.
Good
Have more
pressure.
strength
Can
than
they
Laura
make something of
Tanzio.
this? Well, if you make
So
your
performance
move
sake
too
again, he's got the
early,
strength
you're
of a
always in
toothpick.
danger of being ruled offside.
Now a corner to Derby. I can't get out of the box. Fortunately, it's been given as an offside rather than a corner. So we get the ball back and we try again. You know what we need? We need Nikolai. We need Luca Bailey trademark run. Doesn't really hit the same, does it? I mean, it's working, but just it doesn't hit the same. Illich has made a big touch that I didn't personally make with him. Get the ball though. Tie back up to Milosevic. He's got a bit of space here. Off to Tabak. Brown. I wanted that first time to go off to Laura Tanzio. I don't know why I took a touch like that and then decided to pass it off because I didn't take a touch. I just immediately pressed A. And now we're on the fucking back foot again.
Space on the flank. Brown.
It's still a matter of time before Derby score, quite frankly. I do want to go. Right, I've pressed 3 times to get to Cheromir Susak there, and it's just going to switch between everyone that's not him.
Morrison. Can he do it? And there it is.
It's a really good game, by the way. Absolutely world class. I would recommend FIFA 22 to everyone you know, all your friends, all your family. Tell them to buy it because there's absolutely no flaws with this game. It's the perfect game.
It's a wonderful goal.
It really isn't a game where you try and fucking change players 16 times and then on the 17th it finally goes to him. I do understand that Derby have scored because they quite frankly deserve it, but I do want to use the player that we need to use in that situation. It's not a big ask. Why would I want to go De Angelis or Bailey when Susak is the closest to it?
And back underway. 1-0 it is.
It's fucking... my mind is boggling. I use the right stick and it still just goes to the wrong player. So if anyone says you need to use the right stick to get it more accurate with the player switching, it doesn't change a damn thing.
Well, there you have it. The away team have had so much of the
And we're a
possession,
goal down, and
but
quite
their attacking play
frankly,
hasn't been
I'm
good enough
surprised
so
it's
far.
taken this
There's
long.
been too many safe passes.
Illich can't get it
No
over the top
penetration.
to fucking
They certainly need to up the tempo if
Volchenkov.
they're gonna
I
get
just,
back into
that's
this one.
absolutely right off, mate.
Well, a
Gans
pass
is in
that
9 miles that
lacks
position, but
quality.
Bailey's got it covered. Milosevic, will he get around Buchanan here? Absolutely
And a
not.
throw in it's going to be.
Throw into Cullingworth. Like I said, I've got Jay Mason on the bench if we need someone to turn it around, and I mean, it's not at that stage yet, but it could soon be. I wanted to take a shot on there, but I took too long to think about it.
He'll be delighted to
And then
have won the
Volchenko's
ball,
taken too
having
long
made
to
that
play on to
difficult
Laura
challenge.
Tanzio, who, if he got that, would have most likely
Well,
scored.
taking into account all the stoppages, 3 minutes to be added on. Graham Shinney.
I go the answers, please. Nope, I don't get to. Alright, cool.
Is it going to be? It's in.
Don't, yeah, don't. I can't be fucked. I just can't be fucked. I've lost all fucks I give about this game, which was quite low to start with. It's just ridiculous how you want to go a player who is quite frankly in the best position that you could have him in, and it switches to Susak, who, I mean, I could have done better with him, don't get me wrong, but if the game allows me to take control of De Angelis, the pass doesn't even go out there to come back in. Save attempt's awful, but quite frankly, we don't deserve anything from this game. I don't think we even had a shot on their goal yet. That'd be half time, I think. If not, it's close.
And there it is.
I'm not going to try and do anything before half time. There's no point. We're on the back foot again. It's been a fucking nightmare this episode.
Well, I don't think they need to panic just
I'm not
yet,
changing
but
anything in
they
the
do
sliders.
need
I'm
to
not
play
changing
better
anything in
the
the
second
difficulty.
half and get
I don't know if the
control
title
of that
updates
possession
changed
here.
anything, but I don't even know if that's come out yet. Nubisi. 2 goals for Derby to put them 2 up. I do have to remember they're using their strongest squad, and we are using a rotational side. But at the same time, some of these players are first team players and they aren't playing at the level they need to be. I mean, there's the results. If anyone else cares, but I don't really. The only one I would care about is if Charlton were playing and they physically can't because they're the only other team in our group. We are getting dominated. 58-42 in terms of possession. We've had the ball, we just haven't been able to do anything with it. The usual story. 9 shots to 0, 3.5 expected goals to 0. We're really popping off here, to be completely honest with you. Bourne's already half dead. I'm going to be quite frank with you. I don't think we're seeing a point here, or even 3. Well, 3 points is probably out the window. 1 point is probably out the window. I don't see us getting anything but an L here. And I love how it just puts us with 2 of the most difficult teams. It doesn't give a fuck about the regions as well. I went over that, I think, a previous episode. Carlisle are in the Southern League. And I believe it's like a London team, Wimbledon or something. We're in the Northern League. So it kind of just shows you that the regions are not really thought about. Which I'm not surprised, because it's the least prestigious cup in England.
Terrific pass.
At the same time, you got like, well done Milosevic who gets a goal back, and it might actually have us something in this game now. But you got to think we might actually do the research in terms of regions, but they haven't. Milosevic gets us 1 back, and it's very good play from us. It's the first shot on their goal. Milosevic in a lot of room, takes it around the Derby defender, manages to get a little bit of space, sees that bit of space between the defender and the goalkeeper to put it away, and it's quite frankly disappointing for Derby. It's the first shot we've had. Milosevic gets us 1 back. We might be in with a shout. I know I said we might not be, but you never know. Blago Milosevic. I was right to start him over Marin for this one.
Oh, moving it nicely. Possibilities inside the
I'll be honest, I feel like Milosevic deserves some more than 62.
And they'll get ready for the throw-in.
The only reason he's not is because I don't really use wide midfielders. I haven't really used wide midfielders until the start of this season. Bird coming on for Brown. Derby trying to make some substitutions here. We'll do that maybe soon. If we need Jay Mason, he's there. If we don't need Jay Mason, we'll leave him on the bench and rest him.
Morrison. Options at the back post.
As we've got the next game in the league and then a midweek game against Sunderland coming up. I was very concerned that was going in at the back post there, but I didn't want to let it show. Because I kinda hope that would be won by my defender there. But Buchanan got in front. And it was nearly a third for Derby, and that would have really written the game off. I mean, it's already a write-off, I would say. I'm just lucky to have a goal. I don't think we're going to get more than 1. I'd like to push for another one. And I will absolutely go for it, but referee. No. There's no advantage there. If it's a straight up free kick, give it as a straight up free kick.
Yeah, it's clumsy and it's late. Definitely
A yellow card for Nabissi. Quite frankly, it's a fucking stupid chance to make. I don't see where the advantage is in that. Just give me the free kick and we can move on. I know you want to let the game flow and all that, but there's no game flow there to be had. Susak. Bailey running quite a way ahead. I didn't really want to do that, but still got the ball to him anyway. Volchenkov. Ilic. There's no one really on for it. Tabak. Back to Ilic. Again, like, there's not really any options, mate.
Well, the hosts, as you can see, haven't enjoyed the majority of possession, but their attacking play has been really incisive. It's been a really
Let's
good
go after Garla
display
Bond.
from
It
them
comes
so
off, I think,
far.
very, very soon. He's not really keeping up with his man. He wasn't really anyway, but he's even less now. Very good by Roman Lishka to get down for that. And good for him to get to that. Look, there was really much threat on the second one. I don't know why he passed it there of all places. The Derby player had 3 options and passed it to the worst one, but I mean, I'm not complaining. Brown. Volchenkov. Latanzio's gagging for it. And the pass has been played so stupidly, he's not going to get it. Why'd you play it on your right foot like that? Play it on your left foot. It actually goes through him probably.
Judgment to end the attack.
Bailey. I did press for the free kick, but I guess we're just not registering my button presses.
Bailey.
Hopefully get it clear now. Bailey to not Tabak, despite it was a quite clear A pass.
Tremendous block.
The block from De Angelis. And we're going to make the subs now because Bourne he's dying off and he's going to be returning at the end of the season. He just feels a lot slower. He's 71 pace. No shot. There's no shot he's faster than De Angelis. Susak's faster than De Angelis apparently. I didn't put a left back on the bench. I put right back on. Allo and Bailey could swap because I honestly feel like Allo will do more at right back than Bailey will do at left back.
Corner kick awarded. And let's see if
I
this
just
will
put him like that.
add to the lead.
Great block from De Angelis. It was a stupid idea to shoot from there because De Angelis was always in the way, but it's still another chance for Derby to get something. We still have plenty of time to get the equaliser, but we're actually going to have to produce some kind of attacking threat. We have one shot on their goal, and it's gone in, quite frankly, but like we don't deserve it and everything, but I want it, so I'm going to try and go for it. Nikolai Allo's coming on to potentially do one of his trademark runs.
And over comes the corner. Well, to be blunt, misfiring with the
Bielik
header.
has put that way over for Derby, thankfully. Let's try and get something. Let's go for it early. See what we can do. Absolutely fucking nothing, lovely. Went back to fair. I've another go at it. And he's been brought down. Yellow card. Graham Shinney getting the yellow now.
Yeah, and it certainly deserved a yellow. It's a poor challenge, you have to say.
They knew that Nikolai Allo's trademark run wasn't going to end anytime soon, and they had to stop him in his tracks. And you know, I'm going to pass the ball to. Gee, I wonder.
20 minutes to go.
Nikolai Allo's trademark run.
Promising position, this. Is this the moment? Oh,
It's worked wonders. Nikolai Allo, instant impact on the pitch.
incredible!
Going deep into their half, playing off to, I believe it was Volchenkov, and then into Brown. It might not have been Volchenkov for the assist, I'm not 100% sure. But it was a goal from Isaac Brown. Look how far he is down the pitch. Almost on the edge of the box. Volchenkov playing it off to Isaac Brown. It's not the greatest of finishes. I think the keeper gets a hand to it as well, but not enough to keep it out. And we're right back in it. And you know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to fully go for it. Brown's done well today. But we're going to go for it. Can we get some magic from Jay Mason? Try and find the winner here. Substitution. Brown for Mason.
So underway again. And
The reason I'm bringing them on is because I know there's a chance of something here now. And we need the big players on in these big moments. Very good by Isaac Brown to get that equaliser, and I can't believe it. Brilliant by De Angelis to block it. That pass, that's on Susak, that's not an Allo. It was a good pass, and Susak just let it run past him. They're basically barely trying us. It's a handball. It is a handball. That's the only way that's been deflected, but thankfully we don't have one in the penalty area. If we did, the series would probably be a whole lot different.
Playing it in.
A win, header win here? Nope, it's going to just go over,
Well,
just
he
wide I
attacked
should
it
say
so
actually,
well,
from Davis.
he just couldn't get above it with
If
his-
we steal this, this is the biggest robbery in possibly career mode history, at least in my history of career mode. The fact that we're at 2-2, quite frankly, is a bit of a, like, ridiculous scoreline to be having. Thing is, I actually feel like we can do it. This man here brought a whole new dynamic to that goal.
They've won back
I did try to
possession.
play it off to Milosevic, but I guess the game didn't want to register that.
And possibilities inside the box. That's excellent defending. following
Once again, you have to
the cross.
remember, Derby more or less played their full 11. Davis is exhausted, so we can maybe get a bit of running room here. Play it into Volchenkov.
Can they nudge in front late on here? Really
Well, I
vital
don't know
interception.
why Tabak stopped his run. He didn't need to. Here
Just
comes to
10
Susak, who's
minutes
not
to
played
go.
it there. He's a very risky centre-back. I
Oh,
don't
nice
think he'll
ball
ever
over the top to
be a
chase.
first-team player for us, to be quite honest with you, but let's give him a chance.
Oh, could be a chance. And still danger
Played by
here.
Lishka. I thought it was really good to bounce to one of their players there and I get unlucky,
Well,
but I
threat
mean, I've been
about it.
lucky this whole game to get back into it, so. Volchenkov out to Latanzio. Jay Mason making that forward run.
Tremendous
On to
ball.
Vladko Ilic. Can he really do it?
Opportunity.
It's a bit heavy. He's done it!
Can you believe what we're
I thought I'd done
watching?
such a heavy touch there. I thought the defender would tackle me, but we're actually going to steal this game. What a comeback. So good that I knocked my water bottle over, but it was empty anyway.
Well, I love this finish. No messing about. He just hits through the back of the ball. with
What
such
a
power. That's a
fucking
good
result if it continues to stay like this. How about for Meshkov? I can't. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I mean, I probably could, but I'm not going to. Nice job, Vladko. I mean, it's not really an important goal, but in terms of the story of this match, I know it's not for an important competition, I should say. But in terms of the story of this match, it is incredible. Undeserved victory could be on here. They still might get an equaliser, but
Well, on the attack, hunting for a late
I
equaliser.
don't know. We'll
here.
see. Can we hold on for 4 more minutes?
Graham Shinney.
It switched the play. It switched play when I didn't want it to. Okay, good start.
Well, that is how to nullify the opposition.
Zoran Tabak making the important interception there, and Jay Mason. But that's Nikolai Allo. We're going to go for it. Another one. Nikolai Allo run. He's dribbled off the pitch, hasn't he?
A
Yeah,
throw
well.
in it's going to be.
I think hopefully, depending on the injury time, 6 minutes. Are you joking me? Never mind. I was saying hopefully, depending on the injury time, we've got this, but 6 minutes gives them plenty of time.
And the flag has gone up here. Offside.
Offside against the left mid there, and Derby are going to be fuming when they see the stats. I think we've had 3 shots, 3 goals. I really do. It's definitely offside. There's no doubt in my mind on that one. Just 4 minutes of injury time to play. So it's like Allo wanting it, Allo getting it. Might as well. Weird not to.
Giving the ball to the opposition that
Poor
time.
from Ilic. It's actually quite poor from Allo with the pass, to be completely honest with you.
Promising looking attack. And still pressing for a goal here. But quick thinking.
Nikolai Allo's
defensively.
cleaned up quite well, and honestly, might as well just boot it up the pitch. Not quite as far as I wanted it to go.
I think the referee was spot on there. A free kick in the end after he had attempted
Free
to
kick
play
against
advantage.
Volchenkov. I was about to celebrate the victory, but it's a handball against Vyacheslav Volchenkov. Derby might have one more chance to whip this forward. 6.5 minutes into the 6 minutes that was initially added. Shinney there, Milosevic the header
Sloppy
away, and that
pass.
should be it, ref.
Bird, really important piece of
Allo
last-ditch
there.
defending. This could be the equaliser. Top-notch defending.
Are you kidding me? Look at the time.
Well, this might be their final opportunity.
We are in the 99th minute of a game that should have only been 96 minutes. This is quite frankly insane. The last gasp for Derby County to get a point here.
And
Will
he's
they do
fired
it?
over the corner.
No, they won't.
And
It's
so
over.
that is going to be that. The final whistle
What
here,
a
and they're in
fucking
a pretty
steal.
comfortable position because
After
not only have they
99
booked
minutes
a
and
place in the
41
knockout
seconds of
stages,
action,
it's still
I mean,
very
including the
much
first
on for them
half
to finish
injury
top
time,
of the group, Stuart.
it's probably over
You're
100
absolutely
minutes
right,
played.
Gary. It's job half done at the moment.
But,
They'll
I
still
mean,
want to take
we're
that top
through,
spot, though.
I
It could
think,
make
now.
all the
I
difference
don't
going
want
into the
to
next
say
round.
100%.
Well,
Derby
this man has
aren't.
given us plenty of
I think it's
reasons
a
to
top two
dwell
that go
on his
through, so I
performance,
think we
hasn't he,
most likely
Stuart?
will be through, whatever
Well, he
result we
gave
get
them a really
against
hard time,
Charlton.
didn't he? His speed of thought was
But
excellent, and he
whatever
took
was
the
said at
winning
half
goal
time,
so well. He was brilliant today.
it would just apparently put us onto a new level. And after an episode of not being able to take our chances when we have them, we barely had any of this game, and we took them all, I think. Let's take a look at the stats to see how unfair it was that we got that. Oh boy. Oh dear. Screenshot time. I had to take a screenshot of that. Sorry, that's why it lagged a wee bit there. But fucking hell. 57 to 43 in terms of possession for us, but that's the only stat in our favour. 18 shots to 3, 5.9 to 1.5 expected goals. I don't know how, but we've done it. And what did the time say at the top there? 99.41, yeah, in a 90-minute match. That was meant to be 96 with the added time, but Derby got a lot of chances at the end there, and I was honestly scared for my life. Man of the match won't be even our player, but our best player, well, it's a tie between Blagoy Milosevic, who got a goal in the 7.5, and Isaac Brown, who got a goal and an assist at a 7.5. Vladko Ilic with a goal and a 7.4. DeAndres with a very good defensive performance in that second half. Anyway, the first half was a bit but the second half really came along. Assist from Volchenko with a 6.9. Susak even needs a little bit more. Jay Mason didn't need to do much, but didn't do much as well. Only got the assist, and that was about it. We didn't play him many minutes, so it was just in case we could get the winner, and we did. 6.6 for him. Roman Lishka didn't have a wonderful performance. The first 20 minutes he was really good, but from then on he kind of was a bit sloppy. 6 shots on his goal, 2 conceded and 4 saved. As for Derby, Marius Nabisi, I should say, should have had a hat-trick, should have had maybe more than a hat-trick, but only 2 goals from him on the day. Still got man of the match, but they are out of the Papa John's trophy, which I don't think they'll lose sleep over. 8.1 and 2 goals for him on the day. Raphael Morrison having a decent game as well, and Jordan Brown with an assist and a 7.2. As for the other assistant, it was Lee Buchanan with an assist and a 6.5. And quite frankly, this team is too good for League One. They need to be going back up. Hopefully we'll be going up with them. But that is ridiculous. That is, if I was on the receiving end of that, I'd be fuming.
Some questions regarding the match.
I mean, I don't really know. Sometimes you just have to be patient. You can't say switch it off defensively when we never switched on, really. Do you feel like this wasn't going to be your day? Absolutely. We have to control games better. That's the only one I can really give. The other ones would be lies. That'll be very good going forward. They were very good. They were ridiculous, and they should have absolutely battered us. But pleasure watching him play. Very good from him, and he deserved more. His team
Thanks very much
deserved
for
more. His
speaking
team
to us.
deserved the whole damn thing, and we got away with it. A thief in the night. Susak loan offer, and I might actually accept this. It's only going to be till the end of the season, though. It's only going to be a half-season loan offer. Just to give him a bit more experience, because he could be something, but I don't think he's going to be world class. I don't think he's going to be Angelis or Gomez level, but he could be a good centre back for someone somewhere, possibly a good championship level centre back once he gets to his peak. The last game of the episode is against Wimbledon. I'll do a little save over that. Right, might as well get it done with. I can't believe that we've actually won that one. 3-2 victory over Derby after disappointing league showings. It's mental. This game has no balance whatsoever. Scott Twine, 2 goals clear at the top, and MK Dons in the playoff spots. Fleetwood very, very close. Peterborough 5 points clear of Derby, who, I mean, in the league they're flying as well, but in the Papa John's Trophy they'll be very hard done by. But let's finish off against Wimbledon on a high note. We'll go with the this team, the 4-1-2-1-2. Obviously, we won't be going with Marin. He won't be here for this one, which means we're going to give... Who are we going to give? We'll give Brown another run out because he was very good. He was very good in that match. Very big part of the comeback. And Milosevic can come in here. I mean, he'll move in centre mid for just for a little bit if we need him to. Won't complain about it too much. Everyone else will just be the same. We're going to try and go with more or less the best team we can. Try and get more or less the best result we can. So, Wimbledon versus Cullingworth. To finish off here, I don't know their stadium name off the top of my head, but I will check it before we start. They're going for 4-2-3-1. We're going for a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. And maybe I should stick to the wide formation because that game just showed that we probably should stick to the wide formation. But that means no room for Alexandre, and I want Alexandre to shine, so unless we convert him to a centre mid, we'll have to go like this. And I don't really want to convert him to a centre mid because he's good where he is. Lishka in goal, Bordenalo was the fullbacks, De Angelis and Gomez as the centre backs, Alexandre CDM, Caballero and Brown the centre mids. We've got Mason as the cam, and then Volchenkov and Shuhu up front. Of course, Jay Mason, the captain. I don't know if he really brought anything to that Derby win, but maybe it's just his presence on the pitch. Who knows? Nikolai Allo was definitely a game changer, though. I'll give him that. Brilliant from the young, I can't say the young Finn. He's like 31 now. The old Finn, the veteran Finn. But anyway, we're past that game. We'll go on to the Wimbledon game, and then we'll wrap up the episode. I thought I put Marin on the reserves. I know he can't, hence why I'm putting him in the reserves. Oh, bruv. Right, well, I'll just have to remember this. We'll go with all our best squad and then Brown. Because we have to go back to the match lobby and switch it up. What a fucking nightmare. This game really is stupid sometimes. We've got a lot of cover if we need it, but we've got 2 players away on international, 3 players away on international duty. 4 injuries. Been a bit of a problem with the injury crisis, but we'll get over it. It's just a load of broken toes happening. I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to check actually. Pretty sure Marias comes back November time. Ferretti comes back December time. Or maybe Ferretti November. What am I doing? What am I doing? Come on. Use your brain. Marias, 5 weeks. So mid-November. Ferretti, 7 weeks, end of November. Callum Lee's probably, he's retiring at the end of the season anyway, but I'll put him on a transfer list. Milan Vidovic, 2 months, probably start of December. And I think that's it for injuries, isn't it? Also got quite a few players out on loan as well. We've got quite a full squad. Not all of these will probably make the final cut for the Premier League and the Champions League and all that, but hopefully we can get some of them there. Jay Mason will be there. Even if I have to sell him and bring him back, he will be there. Anyway, Wimbledon, we're really going to get going now. I've read out the lineup. I just need to make sure the lineup is correct. And then we'll go in now. No more wasting time. It's been 2 hours as it is. And it's been an up and down episode. In the games that we do need to win to try and keep pace with the league leaders, we got 1 point out of 6. And in the cup I don't care about, we smashed and grabbed it. Plough Lane is where Wimbledon play. Let's get into the final game of the episode then.
And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And coming up for you very shortly, live action from League One. How do you see it panning out, Stuart?
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
The initial 11 today for the hosts.
Well, on paper, they look a very balanced team. But the three advanced midfielders must at times make runs beyond the centre forward. Otherwise, they might just lack a bit of penetration.
I don't really want to play this final game because I just know that I'm going to bottle it again. But at the same time, it is the final game. So we'll give it a go. Wimbledon have a decent side. I don't think they have a championship level side, truth be told. Like we do.
This is the lineup for the
If we were in good
today.
form, we'd be winning this no problem, but
with a midfield diamond, and key
we're
to
very
this shape will be
patchy
the
in
players
terms of
either
form
side
today.
that diamond. When in possession, they'll go wider to give the team width. When they're defending, they'll tuck back in.
I will try and get more of these career modes out more often because I do like this career mode. It's just getting 2.5 hours most of the time, these streams. Trying to get that time to actually be able to stream it. Because once I get from work, I'm tired. I get a nap. At that point, it's like 5, half 5. Get my dinner. It's about 3 or 4 hours, I guess. But sometimes I want to play other things with my friends. Sometimes just want to chill. But we'll try and fit it in as much as I can. I've not had a really good upload schedule for this since the start of the year, and I apologise for that. We'll try and fix that as we go along. Caballero from Bourne. Let's try and have get an early goal here and have a good mood set for this one.
Losing possession.
I just remembered Shuhu has gone from Bruno Fernandes in terms of passing. Bloody, I don't know, Jemba. I don't know if he was a good passer really, but
Safe pair of hands, did his job.
Lishka spilled that there in a second. Could have fallen to Asal, who was still putting pressure on, but wasn't really a safe pair of hands like the commentator said, but it was enough, I guess. Top scoring teams are ourselves. We've only scored 1 in the league in this episode.
Well, their attacking
We'd
play
find
on
something a
the
bit
road
more.
has been second
It
to
wasn't
none.
for
It's been
Mason, it was
inventive,
for
it's been
Volchenkov.
precise, and most importantly,
There's a bit more
it's been
space.
clinical. They really do play
Again,
with such
Arleborn, I
confidence
really
when they
don't want to
break
use him
forward, which I'm
because
sure
he
we'll
just
see
feels a bit.
again
I know
today.
he's apparently got 71 pace. Well done to Asal for keeping that in. He's got 71 pace, but he just doesn't feel like it at all.
And played in.
He's incredibly sluggish. De Angelis feels a lot faster. He's slower. He's only 2 pace slower, but he feels faster to use.
Good tackle.
That
Struggling to get it away.
shouldn't be Aloes actually. I was going to say should be, but he was behind his man and still got it. So fair play to the Finn there. Caballero
Brown.
running a bit of a spot here to play it through to Volchenkov. Shuhu making a good run through, but marked by a load of defenders.
And he takes
Caballero
it
from
on.
range.
And a goal.
Oh, what a finish! That is what he's capable of.
Made to this game.
Bruno Caballero. What a goal. Opening proceedings at Plough Lane with a
Well, just look
screamer,
at this again.
really.
It's a great finish. He just caresses the ball beyond the goalkeeper. It's a lovely goal.
I mean, it's a great start in terms of morale anyway, because it's been an up and down episode. But I'm happy to start with a goal on my end. Bruno Caballero. Not really been brilliant this episode, but we've not really had a player who has.
Well, slightly off
Apart from
target.
possibly, I would say, Nikolai Allo has probably been at his best today. Especially in that Derby game. League form, not brilliant. Alexandre had an alright performance in his return match, but I'm not expecting him to come back to his best immediately. That's a fucking stupid pass, and I know it. Jim Mason, very good cover there for Oliborn, who's very attacking, which is not what I've got him on for his tactics.
And Brown in possession.
Brown to Allo. Now a trademark run perhaps from the Finn.
Oh, no stopping him.
We love these. Become a trademark. I don't know how, but it's become a trademark. Volchenkov was at the back post, but was intercepted along the way. Caballero wins the header, but doesn't get to keep possession.
Palmer. Well, that's one for the
Brilliant ball over if it works. Gomez has got some into it, but not enough.
Happy to take on the shot.
And it's an equaliser. That's really cool how, like, fuck that, you know. Chislett equals it for Wimbledon early, and I mean,
Well, I have to say,
I feel
this
like
is
it's
a
going to be a
really
goal
good goal.
fest.
Just look how well balanced he is. He
It's
knows
a
he's
good
gonna be under
finish, but I
pressure, but he shows
really,
great composure to
really,
hit the
really
target.
expect Albert Gomez to be doing more with that in terms of defence. After that, it kind of just fell apart. It's a brilliant finish. Lishka's unable to do anything about it. Fuck me sideways and call me a candy apple. That's not what we wanted.
And a goal update to bring you from the Derby County
Right,
match.
come on.
Alex Scott has the
I
information.
can't do
for
it.
us.
There's just two of them watching me. Nikolai doesn't. Nikolai can only do stream runs when there's one person in the way. When there's two, it kind of shuts down the servers. Oh, fuck off, Mason. You're an 87 rated player. You've got to have more awareness than that.
In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here.
Brilliant by Gomez, actually closing it down this time rather than just pretending to close it down.
And breaking
Shuhu
pace
with a
menace.
pass through. Volchenkov. Ah, please. Mason.
It is a decent looking attack here.
Space. Shot.
Fine
Straight at the
goalkeeping.
keeper. That's useful. That's really useful. Our best player is shooting it straight at the keeper.
Quick thinking
Shuhu.
to dispossess his opponent.
Good pressure.
And
And
it's
it's 2-1. That's awful from Wimbledon's defence and goalkeeper there.
Well, here's the replay, and when you've got the ball at the back, you've got to pass it forward, and he doesn't do
I mean,
that
that's
there.
ridiculous.
He has his pocket picked, and he's been rightly punished.
I don't know why he's throwing that to his defender like that, because Shuhu is put on immediate pressure. It's not by any means a good finish, but it's gone in the net. And when it goes in the net, it's a goal, and that's all that matters.
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it
2-1, and it's a great finish. I'm not allowed to pick the player I want to pick. There we go. De Angelis was the one I wanted to go to about 3 changes ago. Alexandre, man. You can't have you fall off, because if you do fall off, I can just put it to a wide formation and you won't be playing. Quite frankly. Gomez. Alexandre. I'll give him a bit more time. He's only second getting back from injury and he's in quite a demanding position. Volchenkov. Jay Mason. He's gone for a long ranger and probably shouldn't have.
Well, I don't
But at the
think
same
they've been
time,
out today,
you don't know if you
but
don't
maybe,
try, I
just
guess.
maybe that great save will inspire them now.
Allo's put a tackle in, doesn't matter, and defending doesn't matter anymore apparently. Warren's done well enough to get it away. Allo. Brown, that's a foul. Could be a red maybe. Nope, just a yellow.
Well, he's gone into the book.
Well, he was late and he deserved a booking for that.
I've been doing alright. Just been working. It's just from behind, it probably should be a red. I had to keep the chat open. I keep closing the chat by accident. Gomez. Brown. Right, Allo,
But he's
make the
sitting
run,
deep
make the
now.
run, make the
That
run.
could be
Yes.
problematic.
Yes. Trademark run.
Promising sequence. But they
I've
took care of
fucked
the
it up
situation
completely.
defensively.
I just went the wrong way. I'm on the cord.
Overcooked that one.
That's going to be
Easy save.
Lishka's. Quite smart for him to come out there. Left to Allo.
And new
And
developments
if
in
they're going to
the
give me the room, I'm not going
Peterborough
to say no.
match. With the information, here's
Although they
Alex.
didn't give me the room. I'm just an idiot.
For Peterborough United, it's now 1-0, 38 minutes played.
Alex, thank you very much.
Peterborough are absolutely dominating
Promising
League
attack,
One,
this.
and I don't know if that's going to change anytime soon.
Well played,
It's a
stopped.
tackle that needs
It
to be
is a
made.
free
I know
kick.
it's a foul, but it's a tactical one.
Well,
It's an
sadly,
interesting
you've
idea,
got to
but it's
say,
got nowhere near
all
the goal.
went horribly wrong for him.
Well, he backed his technique. Unfortunately, on this occasion, it let him down badly. That's a poor effort.
Right, Nicola Allo, trademark run. I have to be a little bit quieter now because it's 10 and my parents are at bed, so I'm just going to try and keep the volume down a wee bit. Allo. Bolchenkov, it's the slowest moving ball I've seen in my bloody life, mate. Got one more for half time just to, you know, make it more interesting. Allo,
No nonsense clearance.
play it in, it's defended well. And I think we're going to a 2-1 up at half time.
Oh, moving it nicely.
I mean, I might be lying here because the refs just going to give them as much time as they need to get an equaliser, apparently.
Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. This could level it. Might still be able to do a bit of damage.
I just don't believe this game. I don't know how it gets to get away with all this fucking scamming that it does.
Goalkeeper angry with himself here.
What a scammy little scummy game. I've literally never seen anything like it. The ref just decides to blow the whistle when he feels like it. And not only that, Lishka saved it, and somehow they've slotted it in from that angle. What a stupid fucking bit of play. No, if that's me, that goes nowhere near in. It'll go wide into the side netting. Oh, I'm fuming. I'm actually fuming. League form has been nowhere near where it should be. But at the same time,
So the
I
referee
can't
blows
like
his whistle for
believe the ref.
half-time.
Oh yeah,
A
you
tense
blow your whistle now.
contest so
Just
far,
blows it whenever he
Stuart.
feels like
What
it.
did
It
you
puts
make
2
of
minutes
the
on about the
visitors?
time, and Whitslow's
Well,
about
they said they'd score
5,
goals, and
and
certainly
they've scored
been
their
great going
equaliser before he does
But
it.
they've also looked open at the back, which has made for a terrific game.
It's like the Derby
I'm
game
sure
where
we'll
they
see
had
more goals in the
9.5
second
minutes of
45.
added time, and it was only 6 that was meant to be on the clock. Sometimes with this game, I just want to like put a fucking hammer through my head. It's just ridiculous sometimes, the situations you get put in. 2-2 at half-time when I don't know if it should be. Peterborough, of course, naturally are winning. I don't really care about the other teams around me. The only one I'm focusing on is Peterborough because they're the best in the league. 59-41 in terms of possession, 4 shots apiece. 1.5 expected goals to 1.1. Not really much I could have done with either of the goals because they just fucking scammed their way in, pretty much.
The teams are ready to have a go at each
First
other
one I
again
actually defended
as
with
the
Gomez,
second
and
half
apparently,
commences.
I mean, well, the first one I'll blame on Gomez because I tried to defend with him and it
Free
just
kick
didn't
awarded
defend
by
well.
the referee.
That one there is just fucking total and utter, just shite. The minutes have been played, the injury time's been played like a year ago, and the game was just decided, well, he can have as much time as he likes, mate. Brown, Caballero, we absolutely need to win this as well. Can't be one we lose. Bourne pushing down this left hand side. It's surprising. But I'm not going to be unwelcome to it either. Mason. Chuhu. Oh, that's an arrowed finish. That is wonderful. That is what he is capable of.
And he's having a field day.
That is what he can do on his day, and he is on his day today. It's been a while since I've seen some goals, I can't words, from the young Chinese striker, but he's absolutely arrowed that in. He had to hit it quickly because the defender was closing in on him, and boy did he. Just before the number 2 got in the way, and Lawrence probably unhappy about that, but who cares? We're 3-2 up. If you're asking who cares, I can tell you who certainly doesn't care. He's made it 3-2. I'm really glad. I mean, I signed him partly for the name, but partly because of his potential. I'm really glad I picked him over the Italian striker who I don't remember the name of. He's just a figure in the wilderness now.
To pass the ball, but remaining patient.
Goodbye, Arlo. Get pressure on Nikolai.
Woodyard. Real chance.
De Angelis, wonderful. Puts his body on the line quite literally for the club there. And now counter perhaps. Jay Mason. He's going to get closed down if he keeps going that way. Woodyard. Been sold a dream. Shuhu into Volchenkov. Not going to get to him. And it's a stupid tackle. But quite honestly, it was an annoying bit of play. But it's a rightful tackle, really.
Now what can they do from here? Takes aim. Still a chance.
Oh, fuck off, this going for a rebound. Double save from Lishka. My defence are in like la la land, is what I'm trying to say.
Could this be the equaliser?
But I fully 100% expected that to be a rebound goal. I had no faith in Lishka to pull out a double save, and I'm sorry for that, Roman. You've done some very good saves this season. Jay Mason getting pressured here. And I've passed it off, I tried to clear it actually rather than passing it off as quick as I could. Jay Mason gets the defence in, can't keep it in though. Frustration. Lishka's not had a great game today, but that double save has really put him in contention for being a very good player today.
Playing it in.
We could just keep goals out from Wimbledon. Might be one of the best. I can't actually. I just can't. I'm not even going to go into detail with it because it's just, there's no point. The game just gives them goals when they want them. It's on the fucking plate. I've just said we need to make sure we don't let one in, and then they score immediately. It's not even fair at this point. It really isn't fair. I've got a man on the line as well, so I don't really get it. I'm not really sure how it's 3-all, to be completely honest with you. Poor goalkeeping performances on both ends, but
Neither side shy about shooting in this match.
we need a win. I'm going to go all out for it. Sal's got his first goal of the season because of a bit of bullshit from this game. Stuff you'll have to see like that. I really might actually need to switch permanently to a wide formation. I enjoyed it more. So can patch me now. Volchenkov. Saved by Tsanev. More or less at him, but too powerful he couldn't hold on to it. Someone's coming off, it's not Mason. We need to keep him on. He's not scored today, but I'm pretty sure he's assisted at least one.
Delivering it.
Jay Mason into Gomez.
From the defender put him off a bit.
Over the top. I may actually need to bring Mason off because we've got Sunderland next, and that's going to be a challenge in 3 quarters. I don't want to play the fucking remaining 24 minutes of this game because I know that if I get a goal, they're just going to get a goal as well. It really just feels like one of those games where they're getting given shit. And quite literally got given extra minutes to get a goal. Brown has not played that where I wanted to go at all.
And it needed to be. Well, that is how to run at defenders.
Good movement by Shuhu, back into Brown. Wasn't for Mason, it was actually meant for Alexandre, who can pop one off here. It's blocked quite well.
I'm hearing a goal has gone in at the Stadium of Light. That means we join Alex.
Yeah, it's
Corona.
It's now 1-0 with 70 minutes on the clock.
Many thanks as ever,
Alex
Alex.
Walker, they're really pushing. They might actually get a winner, honestly. I just feel like it feels like one of those games where they're just going to get given what they want. I've fucked it up here. Can I go my centre back, please?
Is this the moment? Really important
I just wanted to go to Angelis there and it wouldn't let me. I fucking don't understand player switching. Another fucking cheap corner given away because I lost my strength. We're bringing Meshkov to Brown. Brown's having another very good game today, and we'll see how Meshkov can do in his place. No kit numbers, skinny arms. Stupid glitch, makes no sense. I might put undershirts on all of them so the arms don't show.
Trying to deliver it accurately. Well, the timing was good, but the
I
attempt
did
too
win
high.
that. Who did he just jump in front of to get that? I think it was... Who was it? Was it Alexandre? Oh man, Alexandre. I know I don't do training or anything, so your sharpness won't really go up. It'll just have to come in match games. But like, you're not where you were, and I don't expect to be where you are had two games. But
coming through of a penalty
looking
in
promising for
one
you,
of the
mate.
other matches, and Alex Scott can fill us
Big
in.
Mark run time.
Yeah, Sunderland were rewarded the penalty. Keeper went the right way, but he had no chance of stopping that one. It's now 1-1 with 76 minutes played.
Alex keeping
Yeah.
us right up
It's
to
kinda-
date.
It's brought us forward at least. I've
Showing a real
fucking
will to win the
passed that
ball.
off a million years ago, mate. Meshkov, well done. Good win back. Volchenkov! Oh, a bit of luck.
Hold on to it.
Nearly works out. Nikolai Alo.
Cleared away in the nick of
Oh,
time.
it doesn't fall for Shuhu.
Could be threatening. And, with that,
And he's
the
just lost
attack
possession again.
fizzles out.
I fucking don't understand how he meant to win in this
Well, I
league.
thought that was the game.
Because we've gone from
Fantastic work by the keeper.
potential
Just
league
keep winning
winners
this.
to we can't win a fucking
Crosses
game
on.
in an
It was
episode, and I don't
pretty
understand what's going
straightforward
wrong.
for the goalkeeper. And I'm hearing
I think it might be the first time in a little while that we've been outscored in terms of goals altogether
To get the information.
in an episode.
It's a goal for Oldham Athletic. They're back level. It's 1-1 with 82
Again,
minutes
Meshkov.
played.
Real
I could to
chance.
Shuhu.
What a
Oh,
piece
it's
of
not going to
intervention.
go out for corner. I wanted to shoot that with Meshkov, but it just went out
And
too
breaking
far
at
wide, and I
pace
couldn't
with
get
Menace.
obviously the shot from that angle.
Good vision.
I
Can he get
didn't,
onto this?
kind of thing. That's offside. It's got to
Mistimed
be.
his run.
Well, he's got the timing all wrong there.
I mean, adventurous
Just
by
needs to
Asal.
bide his time.
But it actually wasn't too far off. Whoever's backtracking there, I think it's Gomez. Nearly played him on, and if you had played him on, Gomez would be dropped for the foreseeable future.
And the substitution will occur.
I'd make
now.
a substitution. I was getting ready to pass out with De Angelis. Palmer for Fisher. We're making any more subs. I probably should, but we're not making any more subs. Sunderland coming up next, and we can't win against some of the lower teams in the league.
And so into the final 5 minutes.
Oh, just fuck off then. Please just pass the right player.
It's with Lawrence.
What's the point? It's the end of the episode. There's no need to fucking headset glitch now.
On here.
There's no need. I'm trying to win the game here.
And credit is due for
Anyway,
that
Allo.
good piece of defending. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here.
This is definitely EA just like saying, nope, don't get the win, mate.
Can he put them in a break?
Caballero! Oh, he's won it for us. I think there's 6 minutes of it where they've come from.
Might be the winner. Wonderful drama.
Again, the headset thing, you just have to get on with. I apologise.
Well, here it is again, and the way
It's the
they've
game
been playing,
itself,
that
it's
was always gonna
FIFA, it's
happen.
nothing to
They've
do with
certainly
my
been
end of
piling on
things.
the
It's so
pressure here.
fucking stupid. It's damping my mood a little bit, but if we can win the game, I'll be happy. Caballero getting his second of the day, and it might be one of his most important of the day as well. Or of the, well, of the season. For whatever reason, something goes wrong with the EA audio, and I'm not sure what it is, and it turns out that, like, everything has to glitch out.
Well, how about this? It's 4.
I'm pretty sure Caballero from centre mid is up there with the top scorers.
Oh, great play.
I'd fix it, but or I'd try to fix
Fine
it,
hold-up
but
play here.
we're at the end of the episode anyway.
And it crossed the touchline.
Well
so
done,
a
Nikolai
throw in
Alo.
here.
I don't understand why it has to do this at all. I don't understand why
And
the
Gomez.
game does this. It doesn't. I don't think it does it on any other. It might do it on PS4, but I don't think it does it on any other like next gen consoles or anything like that.
Moving forward effectively.
think I've just stepped offside there with Volchenkov. Right.
Well, close one.
I kind of want to go for a hat-trick with Caballero, but Volchenkov was in a good spot. I passed it just a second too late, though. Once again, apologies for these headset audio static problems. There's nothing I can do about it. It's out of my control.
And so
It's not me who runs the game. And they're actually going to blow the whistle on the 6th minute of injury time rather than waiting 9 minutes.
Well, we talked about their goal scoring record.
A win to end the episode.
That was a great display of attacking football.
It's a scrappy one, but it really shouldn't have been. But we win. I mean, we're sending the travelling fans home happy. Shuhu and Caballero with braces. Chislett, Lawrence and Asal's bullshit goals will mean nothing. Maybe a little bit to the goal difference. I can't talk about bullshit. I just beat fucking Derby in the stupidest smash and grab in the world. 58 to 42 in terms of possession, 11 shots to 10, and 3.8 expected goals to 3.4. Then you can look at the stats. I'll try and wrap this up as quick as I can because the audio is doing mine not in. Shuhu with 2 goals and 8.4. Bruno Caballero, of course, with the other 2 and an 8.2. Jay Mason contributing to 2 of those with 2 assists and a 7.9. And Meshkov with the other assist and a 6.7. I believe that's the only other assist. It is. Man of the match with them was Ethan Chislett with a 7.5, a goal and an assist. And Sal with a goal and an assist as well, and 7.5. And then Lawrence with a goal and a 7.1. I don't know how people got assists, because really it just fell to them when they fucking felt like it. But there you go. Post-match interview. Peterborough drew. They dropped points, which is good. But they're still undefeated. I might climb up the table a little bit as well, because Derby lost.
Some questions regarding the match?
Shuhu's performance will be in the papers, as will Bruno Caballero's. Great win, a great performance from Who. Could have asked more from him today, to be fair. Seems to be at his worst when I'm in gameplay. The boys left it late, didn't they? What were you thinking so close to the end? And those lads keep going to the very last minute, it shows. Was that a more difficult match than you've been expecting? Wins a point, but performance matters too. We weren't as good as we could have been in defence. But at the same time, we didn't really get much chance in defence.
No further questions, thank you.
The game just decided you're not defending, and we were like, well, I want it, and then we were like, no. So, a Wilkins transfer offer, yes, please. Swindon Town have expressed interest in signing Dalton Wilkins. Get out, please. I don't know who the other club was, but he didn't go to them. He better agree terms with Swindon, or he's going to be going on the release list. I can release people, I just don't really want to, because it costs. But I'm not afraid to. A Shirshak loan agreement from, is it Turk Gucci? I didn't read the team name. I'm just happy that he's going out on loan and get some experience. I think that is it for this episode. We're in second to end the episode, which is surprising, considering we've been fucking awful. Fleetwood, though. Fleetwood have really picked up since they beat us. What? Susak's possible loan is broken down. That'll probably be because Susak wanted more money than they were offering, or something like that. I mean, we paid the wages for it, or maybe they didn't want to pay the wages we were saying pay. I don't even know what his wages are. If his wages are low, then there's no excuse. I think the audio issues have subsided, so we'll just wrap it up a little bit here. Just take our time to wrap it up. There's no rush. Who am I looking for? Susak, innit? I'm going straight past him. What's his wage? His wage is 430 quid. It's not like I had to pay a lot. Maybe he just didn't want to go there. In terms of contract, I want to see who's happy and unhappy with theirs. Maybe try and improve some contracts somewhere down the line. Dordovic is obviously unhappy. Ilic is expiring in 9 months. In fact, actually, take a look at the contract situation. I think I signed everyone I wanted to keep on. Bourne I can't. And probably wouldn't anyway. But he's retiring at the end of the season. Nikolic is out on loan. Can't do much about that. Dordovic. He's got 9 months on his contract. He's on a 2-year loan. So it could expire while he's out on loan, which is quite funny. We'll see what happens with that. Dordovic on 9 months. Who, honestly, I don't want to keep him around anyway. I need to find a new backup goalkeeper down the line. Milosevic will need to be renewed. And Ilic will need to be renewed, I think. Callum Lees, I want to keep him, but he's retiring in the season anyway, so I might as well see if he can get somewhere else just after his injury, because he won't be featuring here, and I think he knows that at this point. But anyway, that is going to end this episode. Before we do that, we'll do a little quick wrap-up of it. Looking at the next games of episode 6 of season 3, we're going to be a couple of tricky ones in there, then a couple of easy ones as well. It's going to be a mixed bag. Sunderland away to kick off at Stadium of Light will be a problem. Then we'll take on Oxford at home, which should be a win. We'll then take on Luton Town away, and they're up here with the promotion boys. They won't be an easy win either. And Colchester, who I think are at the bottom of the league, we'll check the table in a second. We'll finish off against them at home, and I hope we'll win that. So in this episode, a 1-1 draw to Leyton Orient. Bit disappointing, but probably deserved. 3-0 loss to Fleetwood. Realistically, they were very good defensively and we weren't, and that's how that's happened because we had more chances. We just couldn't finish our dinner. And then an incredible smash and grab against Derby County in the Papa John's Trophy to win 3-2 in that and to go through to the next round of that. And then against Wimbledon, it was a FIFA game. It was a scripted game, that one. But we won 4-3 in the end, thanks to a last-minute winner from Bruno Caballero. But it was really scripting on that one. Looking at top scorers quickly. Twine is at the top with 10 goals and 14. Our highest one is Shuhu with 8 and 14. Caballero up there with 7 and 12 from centre mid. Jay Mason with 6 and 12. He seems to be slowing down a little bit, but as long as he's assisting, as long as he's playing well, I don't really mind. And talking of assists, he is at the top of assists by 3. 7 assists for him in 13 matches. Very, very good from him this season so far. Laura Latanzio, Volchenkov and Shuhu with 4 assists apiece. Anyone else in here? We've got Kane and Caballero with 3 assists as well down at the bottom of the list. And I was going to say Harry Kane. Alan Kane, who doesn't really play any football in the league, has done quite well. Lishka with 3 clean sheets. But I think it was Fleetwood's goalkeeper at the top with 6. And he got 1 against us. So we'll wrap up here by taking a look at the table. Peterborough, 5 points clear. Did drop points there against Oldham, but we've been dropping points all season. So it's not going to be too close. They're the best defensive team by a long way. We've really leaked goals again after having a really good defensive start. 9 wins and 4 draws means they're undefeated. And they might go invincible, honestly. We're 5 points behind. MK Dons, Fleetwood, Sunderland and Luton complete the top 6. Derby around that situation as well as Blackpool, who are hanging around like a bad smell. Reading down the table, Portsmouth you expect to be higher. And in Ipswich you definitely expect to be higher. In the relegation zone at the moment it's Colchester, Crewe, Morecambe and Burton. But it really is, it's going to be a dogfight by the end of the season because only 13 games in and it's still very close. Colchester are in 21st, so we'll be playing them next episode. Try to pinpoint who else we're playing. Oxford is 17th. And then it's Sunderland and Luton, 5th and 6th. The mixed bag of an episode next one. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Probably considerably more than I have. I want to apologise once again for the audio issues. There's nothing I can do that's on the game's end. There should be a fix out for that now, but I don't know why there isn't. I don't even know about it. But mixed bag today. 2 wins, a draw and a loss. But that is going to be it for this episode. I'll see you next time. Before we do go though, I'm going to save over just because it does like to crash the game sometimes. It might be a glitch with Twitch, honestly, because it seems to glitch whenever I try and stream any game. So maybe just a glitch with any game in Twitch. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. for the third and final time. I'll see you for episode 6.